Wrestling. We all have dreams, success, accomplishment, fame. They inspire us to achieve. The collective soul of those in TNA is one of believing. Here, every athlete dreams of being the next Hulk Hogan, the next immortal icon in an age-old industry. These great athletes are bound by hope, bound by conflict, bound by conquest. Years of sacrifice, years of suffering have brought them here tonight in quest of the dream. But tonight is not about the collective whole. Tonight is solely about the individual. Tonight, Kurt Angle, an 11-time world champion, wants to prove to all that he is indeed the greatest living wrestler on the planet. Tonight, the icon known as Sting wants to prove to his peers that will and desire can carry him once more to the lofty place on the mountaintop. Tonight, the phenomenal AJ Styles wants to establish himself as the fastest rising star of the millennium, an athlete who can do what no one before him could ever do. Tonight, in perhaps the most brutal match in this violent world, the Monster Abyss wants to reclaim his standing as the best big man in the business. Tonight, the instant classic Christian Cage wants to show that during his 2 years in TNA, his personal legacy continues to rise in stature. And tonight, Samoa Joe wants to lay claim that right now, right here, there is no one better, no one more dominant, no one with a brighter future in the business. Tonight, on the grandest stage in TNA history, it's all about the individual. Dreamers who wish to lay their own single footprint on the sands of eternity. Some will rise, many will falter. Not everyone can capture ultimate glory, realize the dream. Everyone can't. But tonight, bound by desire, bound for glory, any one of them can. And now, TNA Wrestling presents Bound for Glory, brought to you by Midway.
Tonight, TNA presents its biggest event of 2007. Live from Atlanta, Georgia, it's Bound for Glory. 4 championships at stake. We'll crown the first ever TNA Knockout Champion. Plus, the Fallen Angel challenges Black Machismo for the X Division Championship.
In his hometown of Atlanta, Adam Pac-Man Jones, along with Ron the Truth Killing, defend the tag titles against AJ Styles and Costa. And in a dream matchup for the TNA World Championship, it's the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle defending against Sting.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your opening contest live at Bound for Glory, an Ultimate X Tag Team match where the winners become the #1 contenders to the TNA World Tag Team titles. Introducing team #1, Primetime Elix Skipper and Senshi. They are Triple X.
TNA opens its signature event, Bound for Glory, with the signature match of the X Division. Don West, when you talk about innovation, when you talk about high risk, when you talk about a high wire act inside that 6 sides, it's just one thing, it's Ultimate X.
And your opponents, representing the Latino nation, Homicide and Hernandez, the Latin American Exchange.
Mike, today I can't think of a better way to start off Bound for Glory. You know, you mentioned it, the innovation of Ultimate X. You know, it kind of defines TNA from the beginning. Innovative, different, founded on so many different things. when you think about this, two of the most decorated tag teams in TNA, two of the most athletic, two of the most energetic. What a way to start, and listen to this crowd.
I think it's safe to say that they are electric tonight at the Gwinnett Center in Atlanta, Georgia for Bound for Glory. Don, what a great reaction that we have received this entire weekend here in Atlanta, Georgia. And now this is what it's all about. Bound for Glory 2007.
Man, you look out there, and of course, you see two teams that were former tag team champions. But let me tell you about the importance of this match. And it's a great way to start off Bound for Glory, as you see already. Triple X going for it real quick to try to end it. LAX took the stance of waiting for it. But the winner of this match becomes the #1 contender for the tag team championship.
That is the key. The winning team gets a shot at the TNA World Tag Team titles. What a knife-edge chop outside of the arena floor by Big Hernandez to the chest of the Warrior Senshi, who Senshi answered with a quick kick. Meanwhile, action in the ring with Homicide laying in those right hands on Elite Skipper. Again, the idea of this match, not about pins or submissions. It's about making your way across that cable high above the ring and taking down the X. Did you see that shoulder block from Hernandez?
What teamwork by LAX. Homicide just fed him. And the power, let me tell you something. Hernandez may be the strongest man in TNA, but he's also very agile for a big man. And he shows it, and now look at the teamwork. Just sending him, just feeding him. Go and look at him just backwards release, and there he goes.
You're right. Catapult into the bear hug, and then Hernandez tosses him high overhead with the release suplex. Double team move. Skipper shot off into the corner. First, Homicide catches him with the clothesline. Oh, and then he just got squashed by Hernandez.
Well, you can see the game plan of LAX already. Wear down the speed.
Whoa!
But he
What a
turned
shot!
his back to Senshi off the top rope, but he creamed him. And Homicide, though, taking advantage of it, gonna go for the X right off the bat. And here comes Elix Skipper. Stop it. Pulls him down.
Did you see the impact
Yeah.
of that forearm shot by Senshi? The much bigger Hernandez. There goes Homicide, planted courtesy of the Warrior.
Warrior showing strength of his own twice there. You have to be strong to knock Hernandez out like he did, and then to face plant Homicide like that. And now the double team as Triple X got the momentum working on their side, and what a DDT on the head of Homicide.
Prime time connects with that DDT. Homicide goes head first to the canvas. The Warrior Senshi, who is known for that array of stiff, brutal kicks. Well, he connected with a couple of kicks before Hernandez uses that incredible size and power advantage to jack him across the ring.
That just shows you the pure strength, but while he's looking at Senshi flopping around, he better keep his eye on primetime Elix Skipper. Oh, wait a minute, Skipper's over there, but you can so easily Hernandez able to pull him down. And now it looks like he's setting him up. Oh, wow, man, brutal shot in the shoulder.
Backbreaker across the shoulder. And I think a lot of people, Don, when you look at LAX going into the Ultimate X matchup, would think that they would be at a disadvantage because of the size of Hernandez. But think back to previous events where they've been involved in Ultimate X, and we know that's not the case.
Oh, Hernandez, he's not afraid to climb those ropes. He's so strong. It doesn't matter to him. And look at this. He's keeping Skipper out so Homicide can get across. Homicide close. Senshi climbing up the apparatus. And now Homicide couldn't get over there quickly enough. And the kick to the back by Senshi sends Homicide to the mat, but then Hernandez grabs Senshi by the legs.
Senshi making up ground in a hurry to catch up to Homicide, who was just several feet away from taking down the X, and yes, gaining a shot at the TNA World Tag Team title. Hernandez, big shot to the back of the Warrior Senshi. Opposite side, you see Homicide raining in the blows on primetime Elix Skipper as a beautiful wide shot shows you everything going down here at Bound for Glory as we kick it off with Ultimate X.
Elix Skipper now pummeling Homicide in the corner as Senshi, a kick to the side of the face of Hernandez, and Senshi has pretty much isolated himself with Hernandez in this match, using those legs, trying to keep Hernandez off guard, as Homicide and Elix have been kind of going mano-a-mano on the other end, Mike.
The Atlanta sports community has really turned out tonight for Bound for Glory. The Atlanta Thrashers team of the National Hockey League, plus Coach Bob Hartley here at ringside, the luminaries in attendance for this great event as we see the Warrior with the drag
he realized that Hernandez got the oxygen taken out of him. Oh, nice counter by Skipper. He just used the momentum of Homicide and turned it against him.
Just the quickness, the way that he snapped off that move. Hernandez turns his attention to Skipper, and that's a knife-edge chop to the chest.
And look at this, you see Senshi. Senshi's been going after Hernandez, showing no fear. One shot after another, showing that rapid-fire speed, Mike.
The rights, the lefts with the open palm thrust. But when you're up the ropes, that's the power advantage. That's the shoulder block as Senshi is sent to the arena floor.
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Wait a minute. Here comes Homicide. Look at that. Tope Canino. Tope Canino. Yeah. What a shot. Unbelievable. Homicide just nails it right here in front of the table and takes Senshi out. Whoa.
You can expect to hear those chants throughout this Bound for Glory event. Many around ringside, standing on their feet for this Ultimate X match. As Homicide right here at the broadcast table, you probably heard it in our headsets. He took Senshi's hand on and smashed it right across the table while Hernandez, oh man, did he just toss Skip.
Oh, he gave him a cracker jack, but think about what Homicide did to Senshi. That's going to keep him from using that arm to climb those ropes, damaging that arm. And then the cracker jack on Skipper, and now Hernandez is going up, and we told you he's not afraid of the heights or the ropes, my friends.
That opens the door for LAX, and look at this big man make his way across. He's on the verge of taking down the X and getting the tag title shot.
You can see Skipper trying to stop him, but he just doesn't quite have enough of the cracker jack. Can he get up there in time? Looks like Hernandez can't quite reach over. He's trying to concentrate. Nice drop kick, and it works right into the back.
Finally, that drop kick from Skipper takes big Hernandez down. But here comes the Warrior just as quickly to take advantage of that opening for the Triple X team.
Well, they better be quick because Senshi knows what he's doing. You're wondering how bad that forearm shot onto the table. The Homicide did affected him. Look at this. Oh, what a powerbomb. What a powerbomb by Hernandez.
Sit-out powerbomb. Hernandez drives the back of Senshi's head directly into the mat. Now, meanwhile, check this out. Up at the top, down of the structure, it's Elix Skipper fighting it out with Homicide.
Unbelievable, they're on top of the structure, and you can hear the crowd chanting TNA and Homicide slipped down. The sweat, it was close, he slipped down. Look at Skipper, what is he doing? He's standing on the top. Oh my God, cross body block all the way from the top. Oh my God, that was insane. Wow.
You hear the reaction? Yeah, they're going nuts and Bound for Glory for Ultimate X. Oh God, was that incredible?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But the problem is it takes both of them out. And now you see Homicide sees an opening. He sees a window. Can he make it? But Skipper getting up and going after him.
It's a momentum turning move, but you're right, Don. Momentum quickly swings in favor of LAX. Homicide tries to get across that cable. Primetime Elix Skipper is going to follow up from outside on the structure. Look how quickly Homicide goes across.
Using his legs. And Skipper doing the same thing. Both of them down in the middle. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my God. Oh no. Together they hit.
Neck breaker from the top of the structure. My God. Guys, we got to take another look and look at the impact of the fall.
You can see where Skipper kind of even fell a little bit on top of Homicide. Both of them are out on the floor. You see Hernandez slowly checking on his partner, getting to his knees. You wonder where Senshi, you can see him on the other side trying to get up. All these guys have put it on the line, and they don't have anything left right here. Are they going to have enough to climb the ropes, Mike?
Out of the four individuals in this match, Hernandez, the only one who is on his feet, trying to help his partner, Homicide, even to get back up just to that vertical base. You can see him cheering him on, urging him on, trying to send him up.
He's going to run interference. He's going to run interference, Mike. He's trying to get Homicide up there. He's going to put himself in position to try to block these guys. And Triple X is going to have to work as a team if they're going to get through Hernandez to stop Homicide, Mike. Oh, but you can see it's just so much for all of them. As Senshi able to find a way through, take Hernandez off of his feet, and now look at it, Senshi's got the, oh man, Homicide just threw him right into the girders.
Using the steel structure as a weapon, and you're right, taking Senshi, putting him face first right into it. No way. He's not going to try for the gringo killer up there.
No, not up there. No way. That is just too risky, but he was trying.
Oh, he sure was.
Look at the elbow shot by Senshi, though he wasn't going to get caught in that.
No way. Is he going to go for the Warrior's way?
Oh, no.
No. Look out.
Oh, my God. He's got the double foot stomp. He hits the Warrior's way, and Homicide couldn't do anything. He was just hanging there. Oh, my God. What a shot by Senshi.
Yeah, they're loving it here in the ATL and Bound for Glory as we anticipate which of these two teams, Triple X or LAX, will win Ultimate X and get a shot at the TNA Tag Team titles.
Another crackerjack by Hernandez. The strength he has shown through the adversity has been unreal. Now look at this. He just mostly, he wants to take somebody out.
No, not the 300-pound.
No
He's
way.
not going to fly,
No
is he?
way.
Look out. Right here in front of us. Oh, he got cut off by Skipper. Perfectly placed boot to the midsection.
Well, he telegraphed it too much there. And now you can see, oh, but again, the strength of Hernandez as he takes Skipper out of it.
Attempt at the play of the day by Elix Skipper. Block. Then the sandwich clothesline. Here's Hernandez. He's got prime time up.
He's got it. Looks like he's got the border toss. He's got him up. And he sends it right on Senshi with the border toss. Right over the top rope. Wow.
He just took Elix Skipper, and you're right. Border tossed him over the top. And they fell like dominoes on the floor.
And right now, Hernandez standing solo in the middle of the ring. Homicide right in front of me. Pointing him up. Senshi and Skipper are down. Is Hernandez going to make it up there? Can he get across?
Can he do it? Can he take down the X? Can he get a title shot for the Latin American Exchange? He's close. He's on the verge of victory.
Look at him use that strength. Getting his legs up there. Keeping him in place. And now he's taking down the X. Oh my God. They're going to do it. And Lance has done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of Ultimate X, the Latin American Exchange.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Exhibit A in how you kick off a TNA 3-hour pay-per-view.
I'm exhausted. Unbelievable. We got to look at the highlights.
This is going to be great. Let's watch the highlight package.
Skipper. Oh,
wow.
What a shot. Unbelievable again. That cross-body block from up there, Mike.
Yep, the ultimate high-risk move by Skipper, but then Skipper got planted with the neck break. There you see the Warrior's way by Senshi to the chest of Homicide.
And the border toss that set it up. Knocked him down. And here it is. Hernandez pulling it down as LAX gets the title shot down the road as they're the #1 contenders.
Certainly a well-deserved tag team title shot. We'll find out later tonight who their opponents are going to be when we have our TNA World Tag Team title matchup. But my God, LAX has done it. The Latin American Exchange victorious in Ultimate X. And ladies and gentlemen, it was earlier today. The TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Kurt Angle, arrives at the arena. We're here in Atlanta, Georgia, the city where he won his gold medal in '96. You'll recall last Thursday on Impact, Angle family arrives separately, and as we see here by the time listed on the screen, that once again the case here at Bound for Glory. There's Kurt's wife, Karen.
And here comes Kevin Nash, a man that's been caught in the middle of the Kurt and Karen Angle saga. And then you heard what he told Kurt. Kurt, you're on your own.
Indeed, an electric atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen, here in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Mike Tenay, joined by Don West for our signature event. Our biggest event of the year, Bound for Glory 2007. How about that?
Unbelievable, Mike. And we've got so much tonight's show. I'm just going to start it off. We are going to crown a brand new women's Women's Champion. The Knockout Gauntlet tonight, as it will be settled sometime, and you can see right there the gauntlet match to crown the new TNA Knockout Championship.
You're right, 10 TNA knockouts to vie to become the first knockout champ. It's going to be a tables match. What a rivalry this has become. 2 out of 3 tables to decide it. The Steiner Brothers and Team 3D.
It's one of the most vicious, one of the most brutal matches in Bound for Glory histories. It's Monsters Ball, Mike. Anything that's not nailed down will be used.
Oh, get ready for this one. There will be a winner. It's the Samoan Submission Machine in the Instant Classic. It's Samoa Joe and Christian Cage, but I can't wait for Matt Morgan as that special enforcer.
And a title is on the line, the X Division Championship, as Black Machismo Jay Lethal's going to defend against the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
Yes, and speaking of championships, the TNA World Tag Team Gold at stake. The phenomenal AJ Styles and Tomko. They are the challengers, the champions, Team Pac-Man.
And we called it a dream matchup because, Mike, it is. In the history of professional wrestling, it doesn't get much bigger than this. The Icon Sting trying to take the championship away from the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
What a sensational event it's going to be. You've gotten just a taste, ladies and gentlemen, with Ultimate X. DW, you ready to send it to the back? Let's send it to our broadcast colleague, Crystal. Yes, she's standing by with the Instant Classic, Christian Cage.
Tomko, tonight you guys have the opportunity to make career history by becoming the TNA World Tag Team Champions. Tomko, I know you've been preparing for this match. Do you have any last words before you go into the ring?
Actually, I have some words. I have some thoughts. And correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, pay attention here. I'm trying to talk. Don't be rude. I wouldn't do that to you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but coming up next is the start of a tournament called Fight for the Right. A tournament full of guys that how do I put this? Full of guys that when the champ walks in the room, a hush comes over the crowd because they can't believe they're actually in my presence. The kind of guys that wish that they looked like me. They wish they could talk like me. They wish they could wrestle like me. But more than that, wish they knew how to win like me. So I guess my question is, what I'm wondering is, why am I not automatically the #1 contender? Why are we even having this tournament? AJ, do you know the answer? Do you know the answer to this question?
Because of Samoa Joe.
Because of Samoa Joe. Exactamundo. Samoa Joe, I'm sick and tired of you distracting me from what it is I truly want to accomplish in TNA. And tonight, you, my friend, are looking for the biggest win of your career at Bound for Glory, the biggest stage in TNA. But the Instant Classic is looking to stay never pinned and never submitted. And Matt Morgan, trust me, you don't want to cross the champ tonight. I'm not in the mood. And when it's all said and done, and when my hand is raised in victory, somehow, some way, I'm going to find my way into that tournament. I'm going to become the #1 contender. I'm going to take back the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. If you don't know, now you know.
Well, AJ, I do know this. This could be your first chance to claim the title in your hometown of Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, man. I'm so jacked right now. Okay, I'm excited, man. I mean, not only do I get the opportunity to wrestle for the World Tag Team Championships again, but I get to do it here at Bound for Glory in my backyard. Gainesville, what's up? You know it. And since we're so close to home, I'm going to give some shout-outs. Mom, Dad, you know I can't forget about you. Thanks for the body. I'm freaking ripped. You know it. Hey, Rose, thanks for making me tough, beating me up. But now, who's beating who up? That's right. Hey, my 2 little thugs, AJ Avery.
Truth, Pac-Man Jones, you need to realize one thing. This little fairy tale, this little charade you've been living, tonight, it comes to an end. Because that out there is Tomko's world. It's a wrestling ring, not an NFL field. Now, Pac-Man Jones, tonight I'm going to put your face right through that mat. And AJ Styles, I know we've had a little talk. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to let me down tonight, do you?
I ain't letting anybody down. My hometown, what? Hey, phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm not letting you down. I am not letting nobody.
Come on.
But I got some shit. Jay, Pee Wee basketball. You know it.
Yep. All right, back to you at the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, up next, here at Bound for Glory, it's step #1 to find out who the #1 contender for the TNA World's title is. It's time for the fight for the right. Let's send it to our ring announcer, David Penzer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next matchup, Bound for Glory, is the fight for the right. Tonight it's step one in determining the #1 contender for the TNA World Championship. In this match, 16 competitors start outside the ring. The first 8 to enter the ring move to stage 2, which is an over-the-top rope battle royal. And when the final 2 wrestlers remain, they will have a one-fall match to determine the winner. Introducing the participants in the fight for the right match. Jimmy Rave and Lance Hoyt. Havoc. Shark Boy. Petey Williams. The Motor City Machine Guns. The Guru Sanjay Dutt. Kip James and BG James, the Voodoo King Mafia. Cowboy James Storm. Showtime Eric Young. Robert Roode. Wildcat Chris Harris. And finally, Junior Fatu.
It is time for the fight for the right. Wow, what an advantage Junior Fatu has potentially in this matchup if he can make his way into the ring. Again, keep in mind as you see the big 400-pounder come down towards the ringside area. We start off with the 16 competitors outside. It's almost like a scramble at this point. You've got to fight off the opposition. The key, enter the ring. In essence, it's an inside-out battle royal to start it off. We're looking for the 8 men that make it into the ring. At that point, once we get 8 inside, they will compete in an over-the-top rope gauntlet-style battle royal. We're going to get down to the final 2. We'll have a one-fall match where you win by pin or submission.
Mike, you can just see the melee's broken out, but everybody's got different strategies. And I don't know if you realize it's right behind me over here. James Storm trying to hide out of the way while everybody else is trying to beat each other and get themselves in the ring. And you can see Fatu makes his way into the ring and nobody was able to stop him. And he's already in.
You're right. Fatu in. He's the first. We've got 7 to go. We're going to do our best to try and follow this action. You know, I would think right off the top, Raven Hoyt, the Motor City Machine Guns, VKM, those are 3 teams here that would seem to have quite an advantage in this match.
Man, I'll tell you what, Robert Roode's so close, and you see Kaz and Robert Roode fighting right here on the top as they're trying to work their way in the ring. It's Fatu. What an advantage as he can stay in, and look at this, up top. Oh my God, the flux capacitor. Unreal, but guess what? They're both into the ring.
And you know what that move's about? Kaz did that on purpose, I think. Get Roode in there. That ensures that his rival will qualify for the fight to the right. That's Alex Shelley in as well.
Good call, Mike, and that's exactly right. Robert Roode into the matchup so he can still work on him inside. But you can see the vicious blow that he took. And you'll look in right now. You can see Alex Shelley of the Motor City Machine Guns. Lance Hoyt, Scott Showtime, Eric Young. Look at this. Eric Young able to counter it and work himself in.
Now the 8 individuals who make it into the ring, they will all qualify for a tournament that we will hold in the weeks ahead on Impact. Yes, they'll be seeded according to the eliminations from the next stage, the Battle Royal, and you will see it all play out in the weeks to come on Impact to see who gets a TNA World Heavyweight Championship match.
But like you said, Mike, you can't even get into the tournament without getting into the ring. That will determine the seeding. Once they're inside, it's to how they're eliminated. Look at this, Havoc. And again, Lance Hoyt able to send Havoc down. And Lance Hoyt works his way into the ring. Wildcat Chris Harris so close to getting in. As you see Dave Storm right here by the announce table, avoiding everybody. I don't know if that's a smart move or not. As Kip James and Wildcat are so close to getting in.
Look at Storm, gonna try and sneak in the back door here without touching a soul. We've got 1 to go, Don. 7 already in. We've got number 8. He just beat his old partner. He just beat his former America's Most Wanted tag partner, Chris Harris, to be the 8th man.
Well, look at this. Chris Harris just knew he was in. But James Storm able to hide from everybody. And at the last second, he beat him by the last second. And look at Chris Harris. He thinks the whole world's against him. He's going crazy as the referees are trying to send him out. But he was not in time, Mike.
1/2 of the 16. 8 men are in. The other 8 individuals, Don, going to be sent to the back. It's time for the over-the-top rope gauntlet-style battle royal. We'll get it down to the final 2. Then they will square off in a 1-fall match to be won by pin or submission. What we know is this. These 8 men who have made it inside the ring, as we see, Storm tossed out right away by Eric Young.
James Storm has been eliminated.
Think about his night. He hung around here and hid from everybody, was able to sneak in, and then gets eliminated immediately by Showtime Eric Young.
But we know the 8 will make it to the tournament that we're going to have on Impact. And one thing we know right off the bat, James Storm, he's going to have to face, Don, the winner of tonight's part of Fight for the Right, because the seeding is going to go by eliminations. 8 versus 1, 7 versus 2, 6 versus 3, 5 versus 4. Check that out.
Well, you can see, I think Showtime trying to make a friend with Junior Fatu, which is a great, what in the world? What? Oh, that's the first time I've seen that.
It's bootylicious.
Man, I guess it just looks like it's fun to play with there for us.
Excuse me?
Well, look at him. He's like a little kid.
Fun to play with?
But when Eric Young, you don't know what's on his mind.
I guess not. You're right, Eric Young trying to make a friend in Junior Fatu. We talked earlier when we saw Junior, the 400-pounder, come down the ramp, that if he could just make it in to the 8, he'd have a huge advantage, and I think that's the case. Robert Roode up, Robert Roode down, courtesy of the Junior Fatu chokeslam.
Think of the 2 shots that Robert Roode has taken. That flux capacitor by Kaz when he got in, and then just that slam right there by Fatu. You saw Robert Roode bow up. And look at this. He's got 4 of them lined up. And here he goes. Whoa, man alive. He sends the caboose right into the other cars and knocks them all down.
That'll knock him off the train tracks. Stack him up in the corner. Junior Fatu puts that big rear end with all of that 400 pounds of power behind it. And he just knocked them all down. Watch those bowling pins fall.
Let's see who's going to get the wrath. You got Lance Hoyt, and look at that. Showtime uses Hoyt's face and sticks it in front of his so that he takes the brunt of it. And I mean, that's the brunt of it.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure that Eric Young's in a great spot there either if you think about it. You're right, Lance Hoyt definitely up close and personal with Junior's caboose.
I'll tell you what, Eric Young is like it's a big old pile of Play-Doh for him out there.
Oh, wow.
What a boot by Hoyt and Junior Fatu, and I'm telling you, it's going to take that to sit him down. And look at the drop kick. Nice kick by Kaz.
What an explosive move. First by Lance Hoyt, then the follow-up, by Kaz. There's that northern lariat, the clothesline from behind by Robert Roode. Maybe, I was going to say, you're going to need some help to get this 400-pounder Junior Fatu and eliminate him by taking him over the top.
Now
and that's exactly what he's going to get. Look at this.
Now you got 4 of them. 4 of them trying to send it out. The Motor City Machine Guns. Are they going to look at this? It's step ladder. And there's the drop kick. That's the final push. It sends Fatu over. Now that's teamwork.
Fatu eliminated number 2. We talked earlier, Don, about how the tag teams competing here would have an advantage. This is a real advantage for Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Good point.
As they are now 2 of the remaining 6. Watch the springboard.
Oh, but he went right into the choke slam. Oh my God, what a choke slam.
Took him high up into the lights, did Lance Hoyt, and now the Guns with the double team.
Well, you talked about it, the teamwork of the Motor City Machine Guns. I mean, think about it. Look at the strength of Hoyt as he tries to counter it, but a little too much at this point.
Corner turnbuckles go Hoyt. First it's Shelley with the elbow. Follow-up move. His tag team partner from the Motor City, it's Sabin. And look at the double teams. They catch him from inside. They catch him from outside.
Well, you know why they're such a crowd favorite at the Fan Fest. Their t-shirt was rolling out of the place. They were so popular with the kids, and it's because of that chemistry that they have. And look at them. It's just like they were born to do it together.
You're right. Fan interaction yesterday here was just incredible. I'm sure we'll be talking about it more during this Bound for Glory broadcast. What the hell is going on here? This is the Motor City Machine Guns at their best.
Man, they're twisting the head of Robert Roode, and they're pulling the arm back of Eric Young, but they are working in sync, realizing they want to become the final 2 so they can be seated 1 and 2 in that tournament. And you can see right now, showing, of course, and here comes Shelley Sabin right on top of Roode.
How about that? His own tag team partner shoots him off the top rope, and you're right, Sabin drops the leg right across the back of Roode, but Shelley walks in to Lance Hoyt. We know the damage he's done with the choke slam, but Shelley floats over, tries to bar the arm, catches him with the knee. The much bigger Lance Hoyt battles with Alex Shelley.
What a kick by Cass!
Sabin's out.
He cut Sabin
has
off.
been eliminated.
He cut him off with the kick, and unbelievable as Cass timed it, and then he comes right off the ropes and hits Shelley with that DDT. Unbelievable, he slingshot right into it.
You're right. Sabin eliminated number 3, and yeah, we're down to the final 5, but remember, once we get down to the final 2, no longer a battle royal, no longer over the top elimination, then it's a match. Is he out?
No, they're both holding on. Neither one of their feet have hit. Cass and Roode have somehow been able to keep alive.
That's the key. It's over the top rope elimination, but your feet have to touch the floor. Well, his feet, his back crashing down to the floor, and Kaz is out, and we've narrowed the field from 8 down to 4.
Man, Robert Roode on that was just able to just catch Kaz perfectly. Kaz was in no man's land, and he had no choice. You can see again Lance Hoyt with the big boot as he grazes Showtime Eric Young, but it's just enough, and now he's setting him in the middle. And
we've seen the moonsault before. Could this be it?
He's not afraid to use it at any point in time. And here he goes, but the problem is he forgot about Robert Roode.
Lance Hoyt is eliminated.
And he got crashed into the guardrail.
Out goes Lance Hoyt. Again, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, this is step number 1 as we go forward to our Impact broadcast on Spike TV in the weeks ahead, where we will have a tournament. Right now, we are determining the seedings for that tournament with the order of elimination in this match. Pinball effect here. Eric Young, Alex Shelley working together against Robert Roode. Double team shot off into the corner. Young uses Shelley as a weapon, but he's elevated up.
Able to somehow land on the ring apron, and he takes a nice shot to Robert Roode. As you can see, Shelley, oh, what a shot! Robert Roode
has been eliminated.
He uses Eric Young and just flips him into Alex Shelley, and Alex Shelley hit the guardrail bad. Oh, he hit it bad.
Well, that takes out both members of the Motor City Machine Guns, and now we are down to the final 2, and it's pinfall, it's submission to decide who's going to capture that number 1 seed, Don, as well as just having the bragging rights here at Bound for Glory.
Well, it is. It's a confidence booster because when you get there, you've already proven yourself you can survive. You've proven that you can make it through 16 people, which is how it started. And now when you look at it and you see the shots one after another, just trying to get that pin of submission to become the number 1 seed in the fight for the right.
You know, I don't want you to hold me to this because I've been trying to do my math work during the eliminations. You can see what my papers look like here. Here's the pin. Eric Young 2. No. I think. Quick roll-up pin attempt. Here's 2. No. I think it's going to be Sabin versus Shelley in the tournament.
Oh, that's good figuring out, but it would be.
6 versus 3?
That's right.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine? The Guns are going to have to face each other in the tournament in the weeks ahead on Impact. Let's follow this action, however, here.
Robert Roode right now in total control as he's got Eric Young, but again, throwing him over the ropes right now doesn't mean anything. Oh, nice elbow. Nice elbow on Willie. Look at him go out backwards, moonsault, but he misses.
What a history these two have had, Don. No question about that, dating back initially to their Team Canada days, but then the rivalry, the contract, where Robert Roode of Roode Incorporated held the contract of Young. Small package.
Got it!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Fight for the Line match, it's showtime. Eric Young!
Big step for Eric Young, Don. He's on his way to the tournament as the #1 seed.
Able to somehow catch Robert Roode. He got him in the quick roll-up. Robert Roode is furious. He's been wanting to get that revenge on Eric Young for so long. And again, Eric Young finds a way to stay one step ahead of Robert Roode. And man alive, Robert Roode having to watch Eric Young slap high fives down the guardrail has got to be driving him crazy.
Impressive. Eric Young wins stage 1 of the Fight for the Right and Bound for Glory. But ladies and gentlemen, up next, the TNA World Tag Team titles are on the line.
The impact that Pac-Man Jones has had on, TNA, I guess, is if you want publicity, well, then you've got it.
What is your goal in TNA?
Show the world that I'm the best team player that ever lived.
As far as the ring goes, well, let's see what he's got.
Come on. Wait a minute. I know they don't have no problem laying down to the TNA Tag Team Champions, Adam Jones and Ron the True Killers. What you think?
It's a dance club. Niggas even got speakers pumping out their gloves. Wait a minute. You fall off like it's OJ's gloves. Me never fall.
All y'all that don't know, baby girl, Big Mama, Pac-Man Jones is coming home.
Wait a minute. Quick game duck, split frames, paper stack up, so many paper cuts. Me, I weigh it up, so sip your haters cup. Hip hop ain't dead, I'm with Kaz in the cold. Put your hands in the air
Bound
like
for
it's a
glory.
hold up.
We'll be there.
Bass in the big truck when I roll up. Paper gon' stack up, we ain't got enough.
The TNA World Tag Team Championship is on the line as AJ Styles and Tomko take on Team Pac-Man. Next.
Adam Pac-Man Jones, Ron the Truth Killing, Team Pac-Man in your hometown. Bound for Glory is now, and the question is, are you ready?
No, Crystal, the question is Fatback Greasy. We were born ready. Bound for Glory, ATL, Hot Atlanta, GA. We are here. We're here to defend these World Tag titles just like we said we would. AJ Styles, Tomko, two great wrestlers. Only problem with that is we're better. We're better, we're better, and we have home field advantage. That means two things. We win, your asses lose. Get your hat, your coat, and leave. Now, with that said, I have an announcement to make, Crystal. Being the powers that be, a certain football organization dropped a hammer on my dog Pac-Man. But Team Pac-Man is all about readjustments. You know that, right? So Team Pac-Man, we readjusted, and we have a feeling for tonight. That feeling for tonight has beaten guys like Apollo Creed, Clubber Lang. You know what? I don't have to go down the list of guys he's beaten because he's been approved by Team Pac-Man. And tonight, Bound for Glory, he will make his debut tonight. And he go by the name of Consequences Creed. Tell him, Pac-Man.
No matter where I go or where I be, I always be in your corner. AJ Styles? Where you from? Some back mountain or something? Gainesville? Listen here. When you talking about Hot Atlanta, you talking about Pac-Man Jones. When you talking about the streets, you talking about Pac-Man Jones. When you talking about being a champion and how to be a champion, you talking about Pac-Man Jones. Adam Pac-Man Jones and Ron the Truth live our life every day. We like riding without a seatbelt. Hey boys, tonight you better buckle up. We're gonna take you on the ride.
Roller coaster ride.
You know what, Kurt?
Believe that.
You tell me to go home.
All right,
and
well,
be
back
with
to you,
kids.
Mike
I'm about
Vaughn.
ready to.
All right, Karen, enough,
No,
right?
no.
All right, I hear you, all right? Enough. What's done is done. I slapped the kid around a little bit, okay? You step out of line, you get slapped, okay? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal?
Yeah.
Kurt, you've lost it. You're gone. Look at me. You have never been this unreasonable. This was supposed to be a match. A match. You are the one that made it personal. You are the one that brought Sting's son into this, and you are the one that's putting our family in jeopardy by making it personal.
I didn't do anything about putting anybody in jeopardy, okay? I did make it personal. But for the first time, I got Sting exactly where I want him.
Oh, exactly where you want him.
Yeah, you know what? Keep your mouth shut. Get out of my face. I want to focus on my match, all right? Get out of my face.
Get out of your
Yeah,
face. You get out of my face.
All right, fine.
Yeah, you go worry about your stupid match.
Well, it looks like the Angle family troubles continue tonight at Bound for Glory. We're up next. It's our first of 4 championship matches with the TNA World Tag Team titles at stake. Let's break it down with the taglines. Last month, no surrender, Styles and Tomko. They earned tonight's tag title shot when they won a 10-team tag team gauntlet. As we just heard from Team Pac-Man, Adam Jones returns to his hometown of Atlanta, but tonight they've added a new member to Team Pac-Man, Consequences Creed. Very serious Tomko. He's got his game face on. He's threatened AJ Styles in the event they lose this match. He wants to add the TNA tag titles to the IWGP from Japan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next contest is for the TNA World Tag Team Championship. Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the challengers from Jacksonville, Florida, Tomko, and his tag team partner from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Something tells me that if AJ Styles knows what's good for him, there's not going to be much joking around in this TNA World Tag Team title matchup. We mentioned the game face as you see how serious Tomko is as he strides to the 6-sided ring. The man who is one half of the New Japan IWGP Tag Team Champions looks to add TNA Gold tonight at Bound for Glory.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, accompanied to the ring by Adam Pac-Man Jones, Ron the Truth Killing, and Rashid Lucius Creed, the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Team Pac-Man!
Well, Mike, we've already been thrown the wrench in the fire right off the bat. Because of professional football. Because they won't allow Pac-Man Jones to get into that ring. You heard what Team Pac-Man has done. They went out and got another member, and that member is going to be Consequences Creed, and we're going to hear from the new member.
Well, we see Pac-Man Jones and Ron the Truth Killing make their way down the ramp. Yes, they are the reigning TNA World Tag Team Champions, but you talk about throwing somebody a curveball.
That's for sure.
Tomko and Styles, Don, have been thinking, preparing, strategizing, if you will, for the past several weeks. They had no idea that the man named Rashid Lucius Consequences Creed, yeah, I get it, Truth and Consequences, would be joining Team Pac-Man tonight for this TNA Tag Title defense. And
now the guy thinks that he
I tell you what, I'm just shocked by the whole turn of events here.
He thinks it's what, Rocky IV or whatever it is, the Consequences Creed is.
He was talking about clever lying, wasn't he? The truth?
But think about what this does. You mentioned it. Tomko and AJ Styles have been thinking about their game plan. And their game plan has been centering around Ron the Truth Killing and trying to keep an eye on the speed of Pac-Man when he's in there. Now all of a sudden, they've got a wild card. Somebody they haven't even had a chance to prepare for. Somebody they've not even had a chance to see in action. And you know, for a little bit, that's got to throw you off. And you mentioned it. AJ Styles better not be joking around through this. We know how serious Tomko is. And I'll tell you something, you can see by the look on Tomko's face, he's not happy about this Consequences Creed situation.
I look at this almost like a double curveball. You've got this individual that we're not familiar with, Rashid Lucius, Consequences Creed. That's curveball number 1. But then factor in Adam Pac-Man Jones, Don, around ringside. They're going to have to keep their eyes on Pac-Man as well, because you know, here in his hometown, at the ATL, he's going to do everything, I mean everything within his power to leave Atlanta, Georgia, still TNA World Tag Team Champion.
I mean, think of the things he's already done. We've seen him spray paint AJ Styles right in the face.
I remember that.
We've seen him do that, come out of nowhere to blindside people, and you're right. This just plays right up his alley. He's going to be able to stay around ringside and help out any chance that he can, and you said it, he will. As you see AJ right now trying to figure out Consequences Creed, and what AJ Styles has got to do is just do what he does best, and that's that right there. Be athletic, nice drop kick. but he got a little too aggressive.
And then the key, the unfamiliarity with the opponent. That's the door that was just open that enables Creed to take quick advantage, but then AJ comes right back, uses the leg strength to take him high overhead. Now, shot off into the ropes. Creed, stop on a dime, shoots Styles into the corner. Here he comes. Here comes Consequences.
Nice shot as he goes flying up the air, hits him with a forearm, then he spins that knee around, and look at that, catch him, and then what a clothesline. He just brings one up, and here he goes.
2 count only before Styles powers out as we look over the shoulder of one Adam Pac-Man Jones. New member of Team Pac-Man. Consequences taken up, lands on his feet, nice agility, backs into the corner, contact made with Mr. Serious himself, Big Tomko.
Is there anybody with a more intimidating stare than Tomko?
No.
I mean, that guy is, you can see right there, he wants in. AJ Styles kind of reluctantly tags him. I think he wanted to get the adrenaline going, but Tomko is ready to get himself in this match. And I don't know what Consequences Creed's thinking, but he isn't Apollo Creed, that's for sure.
Went for the punch. Made contact with the punch. Tomko tried to overpower him, but Creed dropped down, landed on his feet, and tags in to Ron the Truth Killings. TNA World Tag Team Gold. The Tag Team Championship belts are on the line. Tomko looking to add the TNA to the IWGP titles from New Japan. Series of shots. First with the right hand, then with the boot to the chest of the Truth, and watch Killings from behind.
Whoa, what a drop kick off of the top, and here was the problem then. Tomko was hitting him so hard, he just figured Ron the Truth Killings was going to stay down. But the Truth took it. I mean, he just sat there and took it, and when Tomko turned his back, he got up high, hit him with a drop kick, and now look at that speed of the Truth as he has taken over the momentum. I love how he just spins through the air like that, hits him like a catapult.
Moves that we've come to know and appreciate from Ron the Truth Killings. Tomko going to try and use his power. Quickly shot up into the corner. The agility, the speed, the ability, Don, to stay away, to avoid the contact, as he did several times before connecting with the leg.
Well, he knows where he is at all times, and he knows where the opponent is. He can just feel it. He can sense it. And there came Tomko, just ready to go in and clean house. And now look at it, as you see the double team working on Tomko, and he slingshots Truth right into him in the corner.
Corner clothesline by Killings. Here comes Consequences. Creed.
Oh, boy, he caught that boot.
Almost took his head off. Throwing off. Big boot from Tomko. Delivered to the head of Consequences Creed in this World Tag Title match. And the tag was into Styles, wasn't it? Before Tomko rifled off those rights?
Well, Tomko, he's just got that adrenaline pump so high. He just wants to take care of. He really and truly wants that goal. And I think he wants it for a lot of reasons. I think he wants it to wear around Christian Cage, to be honest with you. I think it's just something that he feels, it just gives him that special meaning as far as Christian's coalition is concerned. What a beautiful drive. Double taking someone's head off. That took off Consequences' head off.
Well, Creed and Styles with matching leapfrogs, but then you saw the contact made when AJ used the power, the extension of the legs to connect with the dropkick. As Consequences Creed, Rashid Lucius came off the ropes. And again, keep your eyes on Pac-Man.
Staying kind of quiet right now, just kind of looking
what
things
concerns
out.
me.
Me too. But because what happened is that AJ Styles and Tomko will get lulled into a sense of, you know, that it's just a 2-on-2, and when they're not expecting it, you know Pac-Man will take advantage. Nice shot to the gut.
You're right, Creed with left hands and right hands. Out of the corner, steps up off the back of Styles, then goes airborne to drop the elbow directly across the back of AJ, and then tags in to the much more experienced Ron the Truth Killings.
Here comes the Truth trying to feed off the crowd a little bit, and he comes in, and AJ Styles, he's got him up there, and just face plants him right on the mat.
The front suplex just so effective from the former two-time World Heavyweight Champion, Ron Killings. All of a sudden, momentum, big shift in favor now of the defending tag champs. Killings takes Styles, gonna send him for the ride. Shot off, swing and a miss, look at this.
Pele out of nowhere again, you don't expect it, and the Pele hits dead on Mike today. Wow, Ron the Truth went right into it.
It's the move that you never see coming until you see the bootlaces of AJ Styles directly in your grill. Here comes Tomko, there goes Creed, there goes Killings. Tomko, attention turn. Look at that.
Just
overpowered him, just bum rushed him in the corner. Gonna try and keep our eyes on all this action. I think, I think it's killings and Tomko are illegal here as we get everybody, all 4 men in. Standing switch. Here's AJ. Quickly behind, backed up into the corner by Styles.
Referee Earl Hebner trying, I think, to figure that out. Oh, nice move by Consequences Creed as he just sent AJ Styles back into the ring. And I mean, AJ's down. Looks like he might be hurt. Look at Tomko. Look at that strength. Oh, man.
Takes him up and then just tosses him away. Tomko takes care of Creed. Never saw that right hand coming. He can quickly answer, though. Series of shots by Big Tomko. Pac-Man just pulled down the top rope.
Well, we knew it was going to happen, and Tomko now is ticked off as he goes around the corner. But Creed jumps right on him, and Tomko not even phased.
Look at
Oh,
Creed!
my God! Oh, my God! And one of the true killings over the top lands right on top of Tomko and crushes him. Oh, we got to see that if it's possible. Unreal.
Just a sensational move by Killings as he took out both his tag team partner, Consequences Creed, and Tomko. Styles remains the only one of the 4 still inside the 6-sided ring.
You can see AJ still wobbly as he's to his feet.
Yeah, he's trying to get the cobwebs clear.
Wait a minute, everybody getting their feet outside. Here comes AJ off the top. Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. What a somersault in midair, and he takes them all out. Wow.
We've got to take another look at this. Come on, Keith Mitchell, show us.
Here he goes, AJ Styles, and look at that agility. Look at that. Unbelievable.
He gets to his feet right here in front of the broadcast position, and he said, that's why I'm phenomenal. And we concur. Uh-oh, what's Pac-Man doing up on the apron?
Oh, look at that. You can see he's got that wad of money. He likes to use that to blind people, but... Oh.
He likes to use it to distract people when he makes it rain. And he's going to do it again. Styles counting the dough. The roll-up as he makes it rain. Wait a minute.
Instead of going for the pin, the referee's picking up the money. He doesn't even care about the pin. And now Pac-Man's throwing more. Oh, finally he gets his attention, but he's able to kick out.
I love it. For once, the distraction is the referee. Earl Hebner's distracted, picking up the bucks like a dancer in a club. Can you imagine? Watch this.
What a fight.
Oh, man. Big shot by Styles. You're right. Here it is. Kicks him up. Got him up. Look out for the double team.
Oh, what a combination. They just corkscrewed him into the ground. He's done.
New tap. New tap.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and new TNA World Tag Team Champions, Tomko and the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Holy cow. You talk about backfiring. Trying to distract the ref, but you know what? You distracted him all right. All he cared about was counting the money.
New tag team champions and bound for glory. Styles and Tomko to JB with Kevin Nash and Karen Angle.
Karen, this is not good. Do you realize what happens if Kurt Angle loses that title? Do you know how much money goes along with that title?
Do I know how much money goes along with that title? Yes, JB. I know how much money goes along with that title. That's why Kurt is not losing that title tonight. That is not an option.
Well, obviously, Karen, there's a restraining order. Your hands are tied. You can't do anything about this.
Oh. Kevin, I need a pause. Don't you have a match this evening? Okay, well, you're not going to win it laying flat on your back. Get out. I have to talk to you. You have to talk to Kurt. Sting is going to kill him. He'll listen to you. He won't listen to me anymore.
Karen, how many times do you want me to talk to him?
As many as it takes.
He's as stubborn as Scott. He's actually more stubborn than Scott. I mean, he's not going to listen to me, and I'm not going to waste my time, and I'm not going to do it.
You're not going to talk to him?
No.
Are you kidding me? You're not going to talk to him?
No.
Do you realize if he loses this title tonight, we both lose our meal ticket? You think I don't know how much he pays you for your bogus sessions?
Bogus.
Bogus. Kevin, what are you going to do? Wrestle again? You take one more hit to your knees, you're going to be in a wheelchair.
Well, I'm not going to wrestle, that's for sure. I don't know what you're smoking to think about that, but you know what? I will. I'll go one more time and talk to Kurt.
Thank you. He'll listen to you.
Yeah.
He'll listen to you.
And thanks a lot on the buzzkill here on my movement with the chair. It was nice.
I think there's more important things going on tonight, Kevin.
You really think this is going to work?
JB, it has to.
The Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels, 3-time X Division champion. A tortured soul whose hand is guided by a divine power.
Fallen Angel looks to the heavens, could be the BME
Here it is.
best moonsault ever.
And it is.
Cunning, clever, exacting.
Daniels, who looks to add the X Division Championship.
Current X Division champion, the Black Machismo.
Black Machismo from the top.
Possesses a balanced mix of toughness, courage, and heart.
Oh my God!
The youngest X Division champion in TNA history.
He's just so athletic.
He is the symbol of what a champion should be.
Ooh, yeah, dig it.
At Bound for Glory, the Fallen Angel seeks gold for a higher power. The Black Machismo fights to live as the X Division champ another day.
The Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, takes on the Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, for the X Division Championship. Next.
The first of our 4 title matches, yes, yields new champions in Styles and Tomko in the tag division. Now let's turn our attention to the X Division Gold. Let's break it down with the X Factor. You remember, last month, No Surrender, Black Machismo pins Kurt Angle to win the championship. Quite simply, the biggest upset in our 5+ year history. Fallen Angel, 3 previous reigns as X Division title holder under his belt. Tonight the night. Could it be for Daniels to return to the ranks of a champ? 4 days after Machismo upset Angle, he lost a non-title match on Impact to the Fallen Angel.
Ladies and gentlemen, TNA's Bound for Glory continues with the following one-fall contest. It is for the TNA X Division Championship. Introducing first the challenger, representing Triple X from the City of Angels, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
You saw that last bullet point of the X Factor. It was just 4 days after Jay Lethal upset Kurt Angle when he lost the non-title match on Impact to this man, the Fallen Angel. Daniels earns the title shot. Was Lethal suffering a letdown after the match against Kurt Angle, or does Daniels have his number?
Ooh, yeah. And his opponent from Elizabeth, New Jersey, the TNA X Division Champion, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal.
You know, Mike, this is the second reign here for Black Machismo, Jay Lethal. The first one, well, it didn't last but a second.
Yeah, don't blink.
You better believe it. This time right now, what a matchup. Somebody that has wore that X Division belt like it was his birthright. And the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. Black Machismo, if he wants to start any legacy as an X Division champion, he's got to start it tonight by beating Christopher Daniels.
You know, looking into this crowd makes me want to say one thing. Whoa, yeah!
X Division Championship, yes, it's at stake. Yes, it's on the line. Black Machismo to defend against the Fallen Angel. And Don, I've got to ask you, what we have seen take place here tonight at Bound for Glory, the troubles, the dysfunctional aspect of the Angle family. Are you buying in?
Well, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's like you sit there and you want to buy into this. Oh, Kurt and Karen are having trouble things. Well, we saw what happened many times in the past. That it's always a master plan between the two of them. But you know what? Something about the way she's goading Kevin Nash, digging in there and the sound of desperation, and knowing what Kurt Angle did to the son of Sting, I think that kind of hits you as a mother, and I really am kind of thinking that Karen Angle's sincere. I know it's probably crazy on my part, but just the look and the feel in her voice and the look in her eyes, makes me think that.
Going to be an interesting aspect in terms of the backdrop of that incredible dream match, as you called it, Sting and Kurt Angle.
I can't wait.
For the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. That yet to come, obviously. That's our main event here tonight at Bound for Glory. Now the X Division title on the line with Daniels and Lethal uncorks. That big series of rights directed to the jaw of Daniels. Telegraph with the back body drop. Really hurt the fallen angel. Look at the slide through the quickness from Black Machismo.
Well, he is. He's using that speed. Oh,
baby.
What a hurricane run. I mean, he just snapped that off. And here he goes. Off the ropes. Oh, suicide dive. And he sends Daniels right into the guardrail. Wow, Black Machismo has come prepared. He has come to defend.
And it looks to me like it is the champion here in the opening minutes of this match taking it to the challenger. So many times now it's sort of the other way around, where the champion is looking to defend, as you say, and just think of the word defend, a defensive standpoint. Look at the high hip toss takeover there.
I think Christopher Daniels was too overconfident. I think he looked at his past. You mentioned it. His past. He always seemed to have the number of Jay Lethal. And you know what? He just kind of came in maybe just a little nonchalant. We know what a pro he is. Oh, man, he brings both hands down.
Here we go.
One,
double sledge, two count.
But we know what a pro he is, and he'll try to get back on track. But you know what? He took Jay Lethal. He took Black Machismo a little bit for granted at the beginning. And Black Machismo came to show Christopher Daniels why he's the X Division champion.
Nice follow-up move. Oh, man! He has been a one-man full-court press, hasn't he?
He's just been one shot after another, and I mean, impressive in everything he's doing. Over the ropes, through the ropes, under the ropes. You name it, he's been able to hit Daniels with everything.
But just that last great series of moves. The follow-up move, shoot him off into the corner, catch him at the clothesline, then the slingshot over to the floor, but Daniels uses a quick move there, takes Lethal off guard, and drills him back first into the unprotected steel guardrail, and now Daniels is tossing chairs around ringside.
Well, that's how you kill momentum in a hurry. You just slam somebody's back. Oh, he did it again! Oh my God, he slammed him on the back, and then sent him over the rail. Oh, and you can see the fallen angel talking again, looking up to the heavens, talking to his God, and now
we're probably, what, Don, would you say, 5-6 feet away from the impact there? And we just saw when Daniels took Lethal over. It was almost as if Lethal's body just bent in two when he wrapped him back first across the steel. Daniels quickly slides in to break the count in this championship match. Drops back out to the floor. Realizes you can't win the title outside the 6 sides and brings the champ back in.
Well, we've already seen one title change tonight. Can we be seeing another one here in the second championship match as Christopher Daniels? I talked about what a pro he is. All he's got to do. Oh, what a back body drop. He was like 10 feet in the air. That's what I'm talking about. You knew he was going to find a way to get that momentum. And maybe, just maybe, Black Machismo came out a little too hot. Maybe burned himself out a little bit, Mike.
I think that may be exactly what we're witnessing in this match. Daniels trying to emulate the champ, the series of moves, those moves in succession where you really catch your opponent off guard, and that's exactly what he's done. And now, standing on the back of the champ, Black Machismo, of course, communicating with the heavens.
Well, he's got that higher power that he keeps looking for advice from, and now he's just pulling on the face, on the chin, trying to snap that neck back of Black Machismo, and all Black Machismo right now is wondering what happened. He was so hot, and right now he doesn't know where he's at. You gotta still be reeling from that back shot on that rail.
I think that's the key in terms of turning the match around. Remember, first he took him to the guardrail, inside the rail, and then bent him with his back across the steel and into the crowd here in Atlanta, Georgia. From that point on, fallen angel, driver's seat.
Oh, wait a minute, nice quick roll up there. He's able to counter that by Daniels, and maybe that's what he needs, just something. Another one, twice now, Daniels is looking up. And that's what Jay Lethal needed, and look at the quick shots. One right after another.
But the reversal is Daniels sends Lethal across.
Nice shot.
And you saw it at home, you heard it here in the Gwinnett Center in Atlanta, Georgia. The impact of that boot by Daniels to the face of Lethal, and the blatant choke in front of referee Andrew Thomas.
Oh, he crumpled, man. When he hit him with that, you could just see Black Machismo crumple to the mat, and look at the determination. And again, every chance he gets, he cocks his head and looks up, gets some kind of divine power, and Now, look, oh man, just spins it around, slams it
Here
in
we
the
go.
back.
2 count. Oh man, that one was close. Daniels on the verge of winning the title, but barely did Lethal get his shoulder up before the 3 count. You can see how weakened he's been.
Right on the back, too. Right, that shot where he hit him with the rail. You can see how he planted that. He hit him hard, and he hits him hard on the same spot in the back.
It's been his total offense. Think of the moves, Don. Guardrail, back first. Then bent across the guardrail, into the crowd. The back body drop. Totally focusing his offensive attack. Again, he tried the backdrop suplex. Fortunately for Lethal, he lands on his feet, connects with the elbow, and then snaps off the head scissors.
Boy, he hit that pretty. I mean, it's amazing how he can use his momentum and spin a person around like that. And now he realizes he can't let up. One shot after another, and he put the knee to the gut right there. And now Jay Lethal, just uses himself over the ropes to put his neck on the ropes. And now Lethal's got Daniels in the middle, trying to catch his breath.
Lethal, right on the challenger. Gonna go for the neck breaker. Drops down, catches him first, and then suplex over into the bridge, into the pin. Barely got the shoulder up, did Daniels. You can see there a little sense of frustration from Lethal as he realizes that he only got a 2 count. I think he figured he was going to win it. Enziguri rocks Daniels, but he stays on his feet, well, momentarily using the ropes to maintain.
He's got to take advantage of this. You can see it. Christopher Daniels is reeling. Oh, I think he played possum. I think he played possum. No. Oh, another pin. 1, 2.
Whoa, Lethal almost pulled that one out of nowhere.
I think Lethal knew he was playing possum, and you could see he was prepared for him. And oh, how about that?
Face plant, drops him down. Gonna go for the pin. Yeah, here we go.
1, 2.
No. When you watch a Jay Lethal match, Don, you've got to always keep in mind that he loves that lethal combination move. By the same token, Daniels can beat you in so many ways.
How many ways?
Angel's wings, last rights. He's going to try and set you up with the BME, the best moonsault ever.
He's got so many different finishers. That's what makes him such a great champion. That's why he's held so many different belts in TNA and held them for so long. And you can see now, Black Machismo, and you get a sense, a lot of people may say the longer this goes, the better for Lethal. I think it's the other way around. And look at that! That's what I'm talking about!
What a move! Lethal goes for the springboard. Daniel catches him instead across his shoulders, and then variation of a Death Valley driver powers him down.
Oh my gosh, that was wicked, and think of the damage it does to the head and the neck, and here comes the BME. Oh, it's just a thing of beauty.
Here he is.
It's over. 2. Wow! Oh my God, Lethal got the shoulder up.
And now we sense the frustration earlier from Black Machismo. Daniels as well, thinking he had the match won. The impact that he made with that moonsault, crashing down across the head and the upper body of Black Machismo, but no, only 2.
Here comes, going for the last right. He was trying to set him up, but look at this. Oh, he just kind of bum rushes him into the ropes. I think just trying to get some sort of a stable ground.
Enziguri missed that time. He's measuring him. Full Nelson. Wow! Oh, what a suplex.
Full Nelson suplex right over the top of him. And what a show of strength. I mean, Mike, how hard is that to do when you're that tired? I mean, it really does. You've got to reach in and do something that you just never thought you could do. That's what a champion is.
They're rocking to the ATL for this X Division Championship matchup at Bound for Glory. Lethal first to his feet, gonna charge across full speed. Sidestep to Daniels. Shot him off directly into the turnbuckle. Positions him up on top. Big open hand palm thrust with plenty of power behind it. Fallen Angel heads up to the top.
Oh, he wants to kill this. I mean, he wants to finish this off right here. You can see him.
See it right there. The kill move.
Oh, but he wasn't able to hit the Hurricane Rana. And somehow, Lethal blocked his knees in, and he didn't let him get it.
The opening is here for the elbow. If Lethal can go to the top.
Here he goes. Oh, but you can see Daniels got out of the way in time. 1, 2. Oh, close.
How close was Daniels there?
I don't know. That might have been a pin.
Just on the verge of getting 3. I like the way that he really cinched in that pin, where he took the head of the champ Black Machismo, kept it in place, and kept control of the body. To the corner, face first into the turnbuckle. Gonna now put Black Machismo up again.
Another shot.
Big thrust again. Is he going to go to the well a second time?
Oh, you know he wants to hit it. You know he knows he can finish him with it. It's just that's what happens, high risk, and you can see this time Lethal not going to allow it. Just throwing elbows every chance he gets. Catches him in the back of the head, karate chopping him. These guys are just swinging at each other with everything they got. Oh, did you see that lethal combination off the rope?
I did. Backbreaker, face plant.
Got it.
Count.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still TNA X Division champion, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal.
We are going to take another look at the move. Yes, here it is, the lethal combination. It's the backbreaker, it's the face plant, but this time off the ropes.
Unbelievable, Mike. I didn't even see that coming, but Jay Lethal saw that opening, and he knew he needed that extra rope that he got from coming off the top, and the backbreaker at that point took the air out, and that was it.
That was the key to the success. That's why Lethal keeps the gold. To the back, Crystal with the Steiner Brothers.
Rick and Scott Steiner, let me welcome you back.
Oh, Team 3D, you guys are out of your mind coming to Atlanta, Georgia, the place that the Steiner Brothers got their start in professional wrestling. You guys are out of your mind making it a table match, because tonight we're going to beat you at your own game. And after it's all said and done, you're going to be taking splinters out of your fat asses all night long, because you got some fat asses. The only chance you have no chance, but you had a chance, is if you can run lickety-split. Because you can't run because you got some fat asses. And after it's done, we're going to have a tailgate party for all my freaks out there in Atlanta, Georgia.
You wanted some, you got some. This is the big time, boys. You come down that aisle, the Steiner Brothers has got something for you. Ooh, 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 it's a dog pound. Ooh.
A legendary tag team.
No, I don't have a doctor's permission to have a wrestling match, but I don't need an invitation to kick your.
The most decorated tag team in wrestling history.
We want to see if Scott Steiner has the nut to get over his little injury and face us man to man.
A historic showdown derailed by a life-threatening injury.
You couldn't wrestle because of that little scratch?
Mutual respect mutates to mutual hatred.
I can't believe that we even showed you respect.
Two callous, debilitating attacks.
We put a chair across your neck and we crushed your throat again.
Now, redemption draws near.
You never beat the Steiner Brothers. You never could. Bound for glory. Not only are we going to put you to the table, I guarantee we're going to make you bleed.
You want some? You come get some.
The Steiner Brothers face Team 3D in a 2 out of 3 tables match next.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a 2 out of 3 tables match. The team that puts their opponents through 2 tables will be the winners. Introducing team number 1, originally from Detroit, Michigan, now residing in Atlanta, Georgia. The dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. They are the Steiner Brothers.
Homecoming on many fronts for an awful lot of us tonight at Bound for Glory. Certainly that's the case with Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers. A lot of heated personal rivalries here in TNA. Probably none more than that situation between Sting and Kurt Angle. But you want heated, you want personal, that's what we've witnessed recently from the Steiners and Team 3D.
Well, it's just got so personal. I mean, you're talking about 2 of the greatest tag teams in the history of professional wrestling. But when you literally do what you did, driving that chair into the throat that almost, the surgery that almost killed Scott Steiner, that's a little more personal than the Steiners can take.
Their opponents from New York City, Brother Ray and Brother Devon, Team 3D.
They started off with the dog-faced gremlin. They put him on the shelf. And then they re-injured Big Papa Pump, the genetic freak Scott Steiner. Re-injuring Don, as we see, look at Scott Steiner, charge up the ramp, and I can't blame him.
Oh, he doesn't want to wait. He wanted to take it to him from the start. And I'll tell you what, he did us a favor because you know, Brother Ray always comes over and does something to destroy our table. And I mean, he was waiting behind the rail, and he just attacked him, and that's how the Steiners are taking control as the cameraman. Oh, man, look at this. Steiner grabs the beer and then just throws it right in the face of Brother Ray.
A little cerveza bath for Brother Ray, courtesy of Big Papa Pump and one of the fans here in the ATL. It's a 2 out of 3 tables match to win this here. I love it because this is a chance, Don, for the Steiners and Team 3 to battle in a match where, well, let's just say this is 3D's specialty, the tables match.
Well, that's what the Steiners want to do. They want to prove that they can beat them at their match. But I'll tell you something. When you give Brother Ray and Brother Devon 2 chances at the tables, that's a risk I don't know that it's worth taking. I mean, that's their mantra. That's who they are. But right now, the Steiners just trying to prove they're the greatest tag team in history as they're going right at them. And look at the strength of Scott Steiner. Wow.
300+ pounds of Brother Ray taken overhead by Big Papa Pump. Yeah, Steiner Brothers. What a situation here for Scott Steiner, Don, to come back in this match after what Brother Ray did to him. Yeah, we knew that was coming. Throw the jacket at us here at ringside. Boy, that's original.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That's all right. You're okay, aren't you?
I'm fine. You knew it was coming.
Sure. Always be prepared when 3Ds are on the ringside area.
Look at this, though. The Steiners just on the attack from the start. What rights by Rick now on Brother Ray, as you see in the background. Scott taking Brother Devon up the ramp, and now it's just hard to follow this as they're just all over the place. And you can see Brother Ray walking right over to a table, and look at that Steiner. Rick sends him over the rail, and now a beer bath for Devon. Well, I hope the crowd, I hope they're on 21 right there by all that food.
We're going to pick this up in the crowd with Brother Ray and Rick Steiner, and I think Brother Devon and Scott Steiner are about to join him. We'll do our best to follow it. Here comes a trash can.
Oh, Lord. I tell you, you knew it was going to get personal. I mean, the Steiner just absolutely relentless. I mean, after both of them, then we talked about what they did to both of them. Remember those wicked table shots to Rick and those power bombs to the tables and what it did to him, but nothing more brutal than what Brother Ray and Brother Devon did to Scott Steiner after that surgery he had in Puerto Rico. And that adrenaline is what's fueling them on.
We are witnessing payback with a capital P, courtesy of the Steiner Brothers. There goes a chair. Too bad there was so much padding on that chair.
That's the only thing that saved Brother Ray right there, if he nails him with it, but with the force that Scott Steiner can put behind it, it's still going to cause pain, and he just sends his hand right there on that. Kind of a
Here we go. Oh. Brother Ray's going to wear the trash can and take your shot, Scott.
That hat looks good on him.
Perfect fit?
Perfect fit. I'm a little tight. You can see it popped off.
Steiner Brothers total domination from even before the opening bell. I love that sign. Steiners get the tables. As we see, meeting of the minds between Brother Ray. There's no timeout. No timeouts in wrestling.
Well, you saw the response from Scott Steiner. Not here, not now, is I think what he was trying to say with that friendly gesture. And this is unreal. They're just dominating from the get-go.
We're clearing out rows of people here at the Gwinnett Center in Atlanta. Brother Ray brought back in by Scott Steiner. Brother Ray's just trying to make his way back towards the ring, it looks like, with Scott Steiner in pursuit.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, man, Brother Devon took a spill through the chairs as people are getting cleared out right and left. I mean, you see Rick Steiner, Brother Devon, he's just looking around wildly like he's trying to find out where everybody is.
Did we mention that the object of this match is to put your opponent through 2 tables? What a brawl this has been, and you can't blame the Steiners for getting their revenge.
I think the Steiners are planning on putting them both through one table here at the beginning. They're going to be just so, they're going to have Team 3D where they want them. They're just going to lay them both on them and finish it. Unbelievable, the domination.
Bodies flying over the guardrail. There goes Brother Ray into the steel.
I just threw him right into the crowd. It's just, you can see right now, Brother Ray just has no clue what to do right now. Everything is spoiled. Everything they tried. You can see the face on Devon. I've never seen Brother Ray so discombobulated.
Table Set up in the ring by Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Remember, this is 2 out of 3 tables. Steiner has got Brother Ray. Perfectly placed boot. Put it right through the uprights.
Oh, they're going to try to get one of these out of the way right now. And what perfect timing. They got 3D right where they want them. Just set them up and put them through it and end it. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. Devon looks like he's desperately trying to fight back. Now he goes over, takes a shot. And that was a shot he needed right on Scott as he was up trying to finish Brother Ray.
Boy, it was so close to seeing the Steiners go up 1-0 here. You saw the way that they had Brother Ray up.
Oh, look at that!
Dogface Gremlin through the wood. It's 1-0, Team 3D.
Man alive, they went up together and they put the double team on him and put him right through the table. Unbelievable how this just turned around. I mean, if they get another shot, they win. It was all Steiners.
Huge edge. It was all Steiners. Total domination in this match, no question about it. But just like that, Team 3D jumps up 1-0. They took advantage of a situation. With Scott Steiner taken out of play, they double team and put Brother Rick right through the table and go up 1-0. Best 2 out of 3.
Well, that just shows you how good they are. Love them or hate them. When you're able to take that kind of adversity, let's show you again how they were able to get control of this match. And here it was, and bam.
3D.
The 3D right on the table.
Signature move from Team 3D. We take a look from several angles. Bottom line, Rick Steiner laid out, and now Brother Devon, blatant choke, just throttling Scott.
Well, now they've got another table they're sending in, and that just shows you how good they are, that they can take the beating that they took for 10 minutes and be able to somehow turn this thing in their favor. And it just makes you realize that sometimes the outcome looks like it's predetermined. You can just see the beginning, how awesome the Steiners were. And what did Team 3D do but completely turn it around?
Look at this. They're already up 1 table. They've got the table in position. They've got a defenseless, a helpless Big Papa Pump who tries to fight back.
Oh!
Perfect move. Elbow for Devon. Punch to the you-know-what.
I don't even think Hallmark's got a card for that injury.
And then there's the boot. Come on. Put him through the wood.
He's got him. He's got Brother Ray.
What's he going to do?
No way. No way. He does it. He hits him with a Frankensteiner. He hits him with a Frankensteiner and catches the table. Wow!
I thought he was going to go for a suplex. I never anticipated that he would break out the Frankensteiner out of the playbook, and that's exactly what he did, and we're 1-1. The next table wins it. The next team to go through the table is the loser at Bound for Glory.
Unreal! As you can see how it turned around again. Scott Steiner just shocked the world at that point. We've seen him do it. I mean, we've seen him do it. But the fact that he was able to catch it on Big Brother Ray is phenomenal. But now we can't stop for 1 second as the next table shot wins this.
Brother Devon making the comeback here, putting the boots to the chest of Scott Steiner. You can see Brother Ray taken out of commission. Rick Steiner as well, and now here comes Devon off the top on a prone Scott Steiner who rolls out of the way at the last second and avoids that big diving headbutt.
Oh, he was trying to nail him right in the head with that headbutt and just give Scott Steiner a concussion and make him see stars, but Steiner's able to get up to the clothesline and hits him with another one.
Catches him with those clotheslines. Brother Ray is going to start to get to his feet, and I guess it's turnabout fair play. Maybe not so with Team 3D.
Oh, you know it. He just caught him right from behind, and I mean, he just went down like a stone. Oh, no.
Taking off the belt. Look at that belt on. You can see now that it's got metal pieces all over the leather.
Oh, my man, that's not a leather strap. That's a weapon. Look at that. The steel on the belt. Unbelievable that he catches Rick with it. Oh, my God, that brutality of Brother Ray. Oh, the crowd just showing their feelings for the move that Brother Ray did with that belt. Oh, my God.
Guess we shouldn't be surprised when it comes to the antics of Team 3D. After Scott Steiner suffers that life-threatening situation, they almost ended his career on Impact. And What are they going to do now?
Well, it
Look out.
makes sense, though, to have a steel belt for Brother Ray. I mean, you're going to need something to hold those pants up. But, oh, no. You can see now he's got the chair.
Brother Ray has a chair. Brother Devon sliding a table into the ring. And what's Brother Ray doing? Brother Ray's picking up a second chair out here. Brother Devon keeping Scott Steiner neutralized. Rick Steiner looking under the ring. Gotta have eyes on the back of your head around here.
Now he's grabbing cheap steel chairs from underneath. Oh man, it's all about payback. It's all about bragging rights, and right now the Steiners are in deep trouble.
I think for the Steiners, it's totally about payback. I think for Team 3D, it's about adding a victory over the Steiner brothers to their lengthy resume.
Well, let's be honest, the Steiners have always belittled them and made them feel like they were a lesser of a tag team. And I don't know how you can say that with all the titles that Team 3D has held. But this is it. Oh, they've got Steiner there, but the chair, the table not able to hold him up.
Right, and this is a situation, Don, where the table didn't hold it.
No,
but
you got to put him through.
That's it. It's take your opponent and put him through the table. That time the table broke, and yet Brother Ray going to deposit it at ringside.
You've got to make sure he goes through it, and you can see that reprieve may have given Scott Steiner a chance to catch his breath.
That could be a very lucky break for the Steiners. Let's see here as Team 3D is setting up another table. You can see that Scott is up to a knee and slowly making his way up using the ring ropes just to try to get up, but he's quickly caught here. Brother Ray drops him with a punch, and now 3D is laying the body of Scott Steiner up on top, and now they're going to use the chairs for extra impact.
No, they want to look at this, and again, he goes for the throat, and you can see referee Rudy Charles just get tossed away like he's nothing. And now this isn't even about putting him through the table now. This is about doing it with, wait a minute, look at this, the Motor City Machine Guns
coming down to the ringside area just as they were going to use that steel chair and try and once again injure the throat and trachea of Scott Steiner. Saban and Shelley out here distracting 3D.
Unbelievable how they come out to the aid of the Steiners trying to make sure. But now Scott Steiner, he ducks, and you can see they just crack the chairs together. And now Steiner uses the chair on Brother Devon.
Devon, in essence, takes out his own partner, Brother Ray. Maybe this a little Michigan connection with the Motor City Guns coming down to help the Steiners.
The Motor City Machine Guns helping the University of Michigan Steiner Brothers.
Could be the Bulldog.
No, he puts up through on the Steiners win.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the Steiner Brothers.
Soak it in, boys. You deserve it. Here's the replays, D-Dub.
Well, you can see a great double team as he just bulldozed him right through. And the revenge is sweet for Rick and Scott Steiner with a little help from the Motor City Machine Guns to give Scott just enough reprieve.
And you know what? Maybe most importantly, the Steiners beat Team 3D at their own game. To the back, JB standing by with several of the participants in the first ever TNA Knockout Gauntlet.
Coming up next here, Bound for Glory, the first ever TNA Knockouts champion will be crowned. I am here with 4 of the 5 brand new Knockouts. Ladies, let's go ahead and meet you. First of all, this is Talia.
Hold up. Let the pro take over. My name is the ODB, and I'm about to become the first ever TNA Knockout champ. Yep. You want to hear a little something about these wannabes? Well, I'll tell you. This one, her name is Shelly Martinez, and well, look at her. She's advertising.
Advertising what, pendejo?
Kuna Matata. And this little blonde over here, her name is Talia Madison. Well,
that's right.
She knows what she is.
I know what I am.
Yeah, you do. And that one, well, I have no idea who or what that is.
Hold on. You don't know what I am?
No.
We know what you
Oh,
are.
really? I know you know who I know you know what.
Some decorum, please, to your composure. Come on.
Yeah, see you later. That's what I thought. Okay.
Hey, girls, what? We're going. We're not done with the interview yet. We're done now. Girls, come back here.
first ever TNA Knockout Champion will be crowned in a 10-woman gauntlet match next.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to make a little history at Bound for Glory, because up next, it's the TNA Knockout Championship, to the tail of the tape where we break it down with the bullet points. It was recently on our Impact broadcast where Roxy Laveau, the Voodoo Queen, won a 5-way match. She earns the right to be the 10th and final entrant in the gauntlet. Last Thursday on Impact, we all witnessed the stunning debut of Awesome Kong, who totally dominated Gail Kim. It was amazing. TNA waited until the time was right. After 5 years, we will crown our first female champion. Tonight, 10 knockouts to compete. Who will be the first knockout champ?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a gauntlet match to crown the first TNA Knockout Champion. In this match, 2 TNA knockouts start and another enters every 60 seconds. Knockouts are eliminated by being thrown over the top rope and landing on the arena floor. When 2 knockouts remain, the match is won by pinfall or submission, with the winner being the first TNA Knockout Champion. Introducing the first participant. From Wall Street in Manhattan, New York, the Chief Executive Offender of Robert Roode Incorporated, Ms. Brooks.
You talk about being put in a pressure-packed situation. That's the case here for Ms. Brooks at Bound for Glory. Her man, Robert Roode of Roode Incorporated, will accept nothing but perfection. He wants Ms. Brooks to win on this TNA Knockout Championship more than anything. You know that.
Well, he told her, you better win. You better not embarrass me. To him, it's all about him. Whatever she does reflects on him.
And the second participant is the Pride of Tennessee, Miss Jackie Moore.
Usually accompanied by the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm. That's not the case tonight here at Bound for Glory. Flying solo on her own, Miss Jackie Moore. Look at the draw situation here, Don. We start off with these 2 competitors, Ms. Brooks and, yes, the Pride of Tennessee, Miss Jackie Moore. Every 60 seconds, and you will see the countdown clock on your screen. Looks like the Pride of Tennessee is really feeling it tonight. We will have another competitor come from the back. The only thing we know at this point is that the Voodoo Queen, Roxy Laveau, usually associated with VKM, she's going to be in the number 10 slot, and that's a great place to be.
Mike, and there's no pun intended here, but let's talk about the elephant in the room. We're talking about the amazing core. We're talking about somebody that was so dominant. Talking about somebody that absolutely crushed Gail Kim, and you saw the fear in the girls' faces. You saw them climbing out of the room. You saw the fear in JB. And I mean it. If you're in the back of your mind, is there anybody that can stand up to Awesome Kong?
You know, for weeks, in anticipation of this TNA Knockouts Gauntlet, we talked about who we thought were the favorites in the match. And oftentimes we centered on the knockouts that we were familiar with. Somebody like Ms. Brooks, who just caught Jackie Moore with that big boot. Someone like a Gail Kim. But then we saw Awesome Kong on Impact this week, and I think a lot of people changed their mind when it came to picking a winner in this match.
Well, she was just so impressive and just so incredible how agile she was and all the different things she could do, and it's just something that you can't help but think about. But I look at Jackie Moore, and I think of her experience and how tough she is and how she's not afraid of anybody. Whoa, what a German suplex that was right there on Ms. Brooks.
Crowd here at Bound for Glory in Atlanta counts down as you see the clock is well timed for another competitor.
The next participant from California, Shelly Martinez.
I know you had a chance to talk to Shelly Martinez prior to this knockout gauntlet, and she told you keep an eye on her Lucha Libre moves, didn't she?
Well, yeah, she did so much work in Mexico, and so she considers herself Lucha Libre with that background she's got. From California, and you can see how she's coming in, just throwing the elbows, but Miss Brooks able to catch her, but didn't miss.
Martinez and Ms. Brooks, and Ms. Brooks just got dropped that time. Martinez off the ropes, flying forearm shot.
Well, she's got attitude. Just recently, she was in a the next Elvira contest. The reality show was just on TV, and when she was finally eliminated, she literally looked at Elvira and told her to go to hell. She'd see her in hell. That's the attitude she's got.
I can imagine. Perfect for this TNA Knockout Gauntlet. Countdown clock continues. We'll find out who the fourth competitor to enter will be.
From Tokyo, Japan, standing 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing 272 and 3/8 pounds, Awesome Kong!
Well, you heard the announcement. 6'1", 272 and 3/8 pounds. That gives her, in my mind, a minimum, Don, of 150-pound weight advantage over all the other competitors tonight in an opportunity to win the TNA Knockout Championship. Look at her stride to the ring, and look at around ringside. Even SoCal Val just ran and is hiding behind the broadcast table, and not sure I can blame her.
It's unbelievable. You can see Jackie Moore, though, not afraid, saying, come on in. And if you're going to be a TNA champion, you can't be afraid. But you've got to wonder in their minds at what Awesome Kong can do. And all three of them attack her at once.
Probably a good move, but look at this. She just sheds all three. Takes Shelly Martinez.
The next participant from Minneapolis, Minnesota,
who's going to be next? ODB is next. Here comes
look
ODB.
at the strength that you can see.
That's an
Miss Brooks
elimination.
is eliminated.
Just the strength of
Shelly
Kong.
Martinez is eliminated.
She just sent Shelly Martinez out that quick, and look at Jackie Moore. Goes right at her. Jumps on the back as ODB being introduced, not ready to get quite ready in the ring.
The ODB's got quite an attitude as well, as we saw. Look at this double under. Look at this!
What on earth?
Good Lord!
Just the strength of Awesome Kong, and look at the look in her face. I mean, she's impressive.
And Miss Jackie.
Oh, look at that.
Miss Jackie
sits.
Moore is eliminated.
Just like that, she just eliminated three competitors, Don. She eliminated Shelly Martinez, Ms. Brooks, and the Pride of Tennessee, Jackie Moore. Steer off here, face down with ODB and big Awesome Kong.
Look at ODB trying to show she's not intimidated, sending rights, but Awesome Kong doesn't even budge.
Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Angel Williams.
Angel Williams heading down towards the ring. Meanwhile, the action in the six sides has been all Awesome Kong. The three quick eliminations, and here comes Angel Williams, and all I can say is good luck, Angel.
Well, you got to admire her spirit, too. Just like Miss Jackie Moore and ODB and all of them, they're going right after her. I mean, they know it's intimidating, but you've got to figure out a way to beat her. You can't fight her one-on-one. You just can't do it. Oh, my God! I mean, she snaps it off as good as anybody you've seen.
She is nothing like we have ever seen, Don, in women's wrestling here in the United States. Look at the enziguri try by Angel.
Nice kick.
Nice kick, but look at the impact. Not much.
Well, you just got to keep going at her and do like you're doing there with the double team. They're going to have to work together. That's just all there is to it. If she gets down to one-on-one, it's going to be hard for her to get beat.
Double team suplex attempt is quickly reversed.
From Los Angeles, California, Christy Hemme.
And here comes Christy Hemme to the ring. We usually see her with Lance Hoyt and Jimmy Rave. Christy sprinting to the six sides, but when you get there, Christy, as we see, she puts on the brakes. The second she makes eye contact with Awesome Kong, who grabs her by the long red locks.
Whoa, man, it's one of those things to be prepared, but when you come face to face and you realize that you've got to deal with Awesome Kong, then that was what happened to Christy Hemme right there. And she just got mentally beaten. And look at what Awesome Kong has done, holding her up high, and oh no. Oh no.
We saw that adrenaline rush from Christy Hemme. She put on the brakes when she got in. She's being racked.
Look at this.
She's using her body and using it like a pretzel, just twisting it, contorting it. You can hear Christy Hemme screaming.
Oh, the pain has got to be unreal. She's just twisting her around, doing anything she wants.
Powerbomb coming.
Oh my God.
Gail Kim.
Well, here's the crowd favorite, Gail Kim, but if there's anybody that knows the power of Awesome Kong, it's Gail Kim, and she comes right after with a drop kick.
I like this. Take the fight right to her. Catches her with that top rope missile drop kick. Follows over the series of moves, but then Kong just tossed her away.
Oh, but look at this as they go after her. You see Angel Williams and you see ODB going right. Wait a minute. Christy Hemme is hurt really bad. I don't know if we can get a camera there to see.
We've got some medics have come out here, Don, to attend to check on Christy Hemme. And it's a serious situation when you've got someone 272 and 3/8 pounds.
She broke her back. Let's face it. She absolutely twisted her in two. And Gail Kim trying to go for a Hurricane Rana. I just don't think she's got the power. Oh, man, and now look at this. This is going to be it. You can see Gail calling for help. Gail's holding on. And here's ODB. And there's Angel Williams. And can you believe it? Awesome Kong has been eliminated.
That's amazing. And it took 3 not to eliminate her, but they did it. They have taken Awesome Kong out of the match.
Somehow Gail Kim able to stay alive, but Awesome Kong is gone.
They're carting Christy Hemme to the back.
Oh, she is so hurt. I mean, what Awesome Kong did to her just defied logic.
I think we're more shocked, though, Don, to see Awesome Kong eliminated in this match, but it took 3 individuals to do it. It took Gail Kim, it took Angel Williams, and ODB.
Oh, nice move by Angel Williams as she just snapped her neck on the top rope as Talia Madison just faced the brunt of that. And look at this. ODB and Gail Kim with a double team.
Angel Williams
and
is
send
eliminated.
Angel Williams out.
Now we see, Talia Madison's in there. ODB, Gail Kim as well. We know who the 10th competitor is going to be at this point because of Roxy Laveau earning that spot.
ODB is just a wild woman. I mean, you know, she got that moniker, ODB.
Competitor from
I'll tell you what it stands for in just a minute.
Remember our situation here with the gauntlet, the rules earlier. It's a pinfall or submission match. At the point that we get down to the final 2, we've got 3 in the ring, and here comes Roxy Laveau, the Voodoo Queen, out to make it number 4.
Well, she's got such an advantage as she's the last one, and everybody else has had to deal with Awesome Kong and everything else. But ODB right now, very aggressive. She's just wild. She's a party animal. You want to know what it stands for? Well, I'll tell you. It stands for One Dirty Bitch. That's what it stands for.
Oh, thank goodness we're on pay-per-view.
That's the only reason I'd say it, because that's you heard it, and there it is.
Well, you said earlier the edge, the advantage that goes with being that number 10 participant that the Voodoo Queen Roxy Laveau has. But then you added that we factor in what we just witnessed, the elimination of Awesome Kong, and to me, I think Roxy Laveau immediately becomes the favorite here.
Well, she has to be, as everybody else has had to face so much, and Roxy Laveau, by winning that earlier, able to get the coveted 10th spot, and look at her take control, Mike.
There goes ODB directly into the turnbuckles. This is Talia Madison and Gail Kim, and Gail just overpowers her.
Oh, look at the elbow shots by Gail Kim. Just such force as she goes right after Talia Madison. Very athletic, wrestled all over the world, but right now you got Gail Kim who just eliminates her. Just twisting her around and send her out.
She's out. We're down to the final 3, and now we're down to the final 2 as ODB crashes down. Now, ring the bell because it's time for a match. Pinner submission to decide it. Who's going to lead Bound for Glory as the first TNA Knockout champ?
Look at the elbow shots, though. They're not holding back for 1 minute. They're trying to beat each other up. It's not about finesse at this point. It's just about, look at this, and wow. Great move by Roxy Laveau. She just let the momentum of Gail Kim carry her to the pin.
It was so fluid that time.
It was.
Shot her off into the ropes and then the fall-away slam just like that, but Gail Kim powers out at 2. Back first into the turnbuckle. Voodoo Queen charges in. Gail Kim gets the knees up and
look at her spinning.
Octopus submission.
Oh, she's got a hold of her. She's got the legs cinched in. She's pulling back on the arm. You can see it. Look at how Roxy Laveau goes to her knees. But look at Roxy Laveau. Stands, but she can't as Gail Kim brings her back down.
She's going to get to the ropes, and yes, she gets to the safety of the rope break. Great move there by Gail Kim with that octopus, seizing the arms as well as the head. Gail going to go high risk for us here. Here she goes, headed out to the top.
Oh, and she went for that double drop kick, and she just couldn't quite hit it. Oh, maybe we'll get the showed up just in time. She landed hard, though.
Voodoo Queen just on the verge of victory. Pinner submission to decide it. Who makes history tonight at Bound for Glory? The Voodoo Queen or Gail Kim?
Oh, Roxy Laveau now in control and showing her power and her strength. As that move she loves to just spin that around and face plant it. Gail Kim roll up. 2, no. So close for Gail Kim. both these. How important is it? How special is it to be, wait a minute, bridge? Oh.
Went for the powerbomb, then floated over with that bridge and almost had the shoulders of Gail down. Now we've seen near falls here. 2 of them for the Voodoo Queen on Gail and 1 for Gail Kim. Gail's down, Roxy LeBeau measuring, and I think here comes one of those voodoo spells.
Oh, just trying to get into the mind of Gail Kim, whatever she can do. But, I mean, think about it for both of these, how important it is to become the very first ever TNA Women's Champion. And look at Gail Kim showing her strength at all. She sends her back down. 2, 3, got it!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and the first ever TNA Knockout Champion, Gail Kim!
History made in Atlanta at Bound for Glory as Gail Kim becomes the first TNA Knockout Champion.
I mean, think about this moment. She's talked about this from the day she came to TNA. When will there be a women's division? And it was something she was just waiting for it and waiting for it. And a 2-year dream realized, Mike. Gail Kim will always be the first ever women's TNA champion.
TNA did it right. They waited until the moment was right. And we have crowned our first knockout champ. And it's an awfully proud Gail Kim who accepts the plaudits from the crowd here in the ATL. Don West cheers along at ringside, as I'm sure many of you do at home. To the back, our broadcast buddy, JB.
I know you're set. I know you got your mind made up of what you want to do tonight, but there's still some time before the match. And I was sitting, thinking about it, and I thought maybe I could go down, schmooze Sting a little bit, tell him, that you lost your mind, you were insane, when that you apologized for hitting his son, and then hopefully he'll accept that apology, and you guys can go out and have just a good competitive match tonight.
Lost my mind? Apologize? Competitive match? What are you, Kevin? What are you, a pussy? You see, the difference between me and you is you lost your edge. Me, I'm sharper now than I've ever been. If anybody needs to apologize, Sting needs to apologize to me for slapping my wife.
It's already been proven he didn't slap your wife. That was another one of your ideas that backfired.
Kevin, you're delusional.
I'm delusional. I'm delusional. Let me tell you something, bud. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to go out there and have your back tonight. That's right, I'm not. I am not going to, and Sting's not going to put all the heat on me either. I'm not going to mess with him. You woke him up, and now you're going to pay the price, and I'm not going to be out. No, I'm telling you.
Kevin, you're telling me you're going to have my back?
Yeah.
Can you even get in the ring? I mean, when you get up, I hear your knees creak. Why don't you do yourself a favor? Why don't you go buy a ticket and sit front row and watch with all the other idiot fans, all right? How's that sound?
If you lose this title, man, I lose everything.
You've already lost it, Kevin. You know what? If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go take a great big nasty Nash.
Pride. It lies within us all. Its form defining our own being. It feeds the families of some, the egos of others.
People seem to forget real quick that I've never been pinned, and I've never submitted since I've been in TNA, and I am the real World Heavyweight Champion.
A feeling that one has accomplished the impossible, or denying that impossible exists.
You want to be number one contender? You want to be the champ? It'll be over my dead body.
It motivates some to do good, yet fuels the evil motives of others.
Every man has his breaking point, and right now, I'm at it.
Of finding victory in defeat, yet driving one not to fail, or defending one's own honor.
It is an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and blood for blood.
Even when there is no honor in one's defense.
They've thrown this thing out, they've disqualified Samoa Joe. Joe has completely snapped.
From the pride of one's origin to the pride of being an original.
When you see your marquee attraction hung, you do not wait. Just do something about it.
On the biggest stage of our time.
Matt Morgan is going to be the special enforcer at Bound for Glory when you wrestle the Samoan
submission machine.
It is their pride that will define who they are and what they will become. The Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, battles the instant classic Christian Cage with special enforcer Matt Morgan in a match where there must be a winner. Next.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the special enforcer for this contest, Matt Morgan!
TNA management's Jim Cornette has made some great moves in the past year, Don, that he's been here. And this one, in my mind, is right at the top of the list. When you've got a physical specimen like this, a 7-footer like Big Matt Morgan, send him out to ringside. Make him the special enforcer for this match where there must and will be a winner between Christian Cage and Samoa Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bound for Glory continues with the following one-fall contest. Introducing first, from Tampa, Florida, by way of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the Instant Classic, Christian Cage!
Oh, you know he loves to soak it in. And there's really an interesting dynamic in this match. I think the world knows about that winning streak of the Samoan submission. The Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Nearly 18 months, Don, that winning streak that he had. But then Christian Cage will counter by telling you that in the, what has it been, 2+ years here in TNA, that he has never been pinned and he has never submitted.
Well, when you think back of the history of Christian Cage in TNA, the only matches he's ever lost were matches where somebody else, partner, was the one that got pinned or submitted, and he's thrown that back in Samoa Joe's face. Something that Joe was so proud of. Christian's perfect.
We talked about all the personal rivalries that we have here in TNA. This one hits home. You see the tradition of the Samoan dancers on display as Dave Penzer introduces Samoa Joe.
And his opponent from American Samoa, he is the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe!
So proud of his heritage, and Christian Cage is somebody that's mocked that heritage. Absolutely belittled it. And you can see what did Joe do. He loves that family tradition. Brings out the guys to spin the fire and gets him in that mode. Reminds him of where he was born, where he is from, and what he's about. And I'll tell you something, that really gets him motivated for a match, that there must be a winner. And Joe knows that. At the end of this, either a new streak is starting with Joe, and one's ending with Christian, or Christian is going to have the last laugh again.
Remember the match at No Surrender? Samoa Joe going absolutely ballistic. Went nuts. Got disqualified. And that's why, when that went down, Jim Cornette said, let's have a rematch at that signature event, Bound for Glory. Let's position Matt Morgan at ringside as the special enforcer. And let's turn Samoa Joe and Christian Cage loose as TNA makes its debut in Atlanta, Georgia.
I'll tell you something, Christian Cage, to me, the crazy thing was, I don't even think he realized what happened. I mean, remember, he was getting choked out. Joe had him over the rope. Joe wanted to kill him. And it was Matt Morgan that basically saved his life. But Christian Cage, with that ego, as far as he was concerned, and you can see now Joe even looking at Matt Morgan, letting him know that he's not intimidated by him whatsoever.
Exactly the case, that he's not going to back down as he dropped down to the floor and stares right into the eyes of big Matt Morgan. Christian earlier trying to get inside Matt Morgan's head. But here we go. Must be a winner. Samoa Joe, Christian Cage. Yes, it's the instant classic and the Samoan submission machine.
One thing we know, that Christian Cage is going to try to do anything he can to get inside that head. anything he can do to make Joe slip up for a second. He doesn't want to get into a power game with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is just one of those unique individual athletes that can beat you so many ways. With a kick, with a slam, any way you want it. But Christian Cage hasn't survived this long, hasn't lasted 2+ years without getting pinned or submitted, without being a little bit smarter than everybody else in the ring. And he's going to have to use that and prove that to beat Samoa Joe.
It really has been a great weekend here in Atlanta, Georgia. Yesterday, fan interaction. The fans able to go up close and personal with the stars of TNA. Wrestling fans who flew to Atlanta, Georgia from England, from Scotland, from Tokyo, Japan, from Puerto Rico, as well as how many states did we hear during the day? And of course then, the big Bound for Glory event coming to you live right here from Hotlanta.
Well, this is one of those matches, it doesn't have to be about titles. It doesn't have to be about championships. It's just about two great, fantastic wrestlers that you just get charged when in that ring. Everybody, oh wow! Samoa Joe turns him inside out.
The power game that you can expect from Samoa Joe on display. He puts the shoulder into the instant classic. It's almost better.
I can't even hear you.
It's almost better if we just lay out and let the crowd tell the story.
Listen to this.
Damn it, that's awesome. Sets him up against the ropes. Referee Hebner with the count. You can't trust the instant classic here, can you, for a clean break? Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Oh, that'll slap the taste right out of your mouth, Christian.
Sometimes you wonder, what are you doing? What are you thinking? And that's where the knee of Joe comes in. I mean, my gosh, and look at this. And now Joe nonchalant. He listened to the crowd. He's feeling it. Just putting the boot and raking it across.
You ready for the face wash?
Oh, man, look at that.
Repeatedly. Move after move, shot after shot. I've never seen him do it. What, he's hitting 6 times with a face wash?
Oh, but that's what Christian does. He got his leg between the ropes. He got caught, and Christian saw it.
Joe, like a big freight train, charged at him. Christian slides out of the way, answers with a number of offensive moves, not too popular with the crowd. Joe ready, caught him with the back elbow coming in. Here's 280 off the middle rope.
Oh, wow.
Leg lariat on target.
He defies logic. It's just always been the case with Joe. It's like watching sometimes a bigger version of Senshi, the things that he can do. He can beat you so many ways.
Cage misses the clothesline. Joe doesn't miss by playing Christian face first to the canvas.
That's another way. I mean, he went low when Christian was expecting to go high, and he just put him on his face, and look at Joe dominating.
Nice knee drop by Joe as he's feeding off the energy here in Atlanta. They are firmly in support of the Samoan submission machine.
That's about the understatement of the year. Wow, this crowd wants to see Joe get a hold of Christian Cage.
You know, Christian can win him over with his personality.
If they only knew it.
Perched up on top. Ow! Unprotected back of Christian. Feels the knife edge, and look at that open hand slap.
Boy, he's got him caught in a tree of woe right here.
Oh, wind it up, Joe.
Look at that wicked kick. This is going to be over quick. I'll tell you what. 2 years of not being pinned or submitted ended in about 4 minutes, it seems like, the way it's going. Look at Joe.
That look on the face of Samoa Joe. Almost, it's a level of confidence that's bordering on cockiness, and I love it.
It is. It is. It's absolutely just what he had planned from the start. What a game plan. And Christian Cage right now, he's just always got something to say about everything. Trying to do anything he can to fight back. A couple nights. Oh, he just raked the eyes. And look at what he did. He used the rope, spun around, and kicked him right in the face. And I mean, Joe just got nailed in the face, pushed it up high. There we go, but he missed. Oh my God, he caught the rail. Wait a minute.
Joe.
Oh my God, suicide dive and creams him. Wow.
Little elbow suicida that time. Watch this move. It's more than a suicide dive. Look at the elbow. Look at the forearm shot.
You're right, Mike. He just comes through twisting and hitting and spinning and everything he can do it. Christian Cage, he doesn't even know who he is, let alone where he is.
Joe takes control. Christian's down. Joe's going to bring a chair into play here.
Well, at least he's going to set him up there. And, oh, what a dive edge chop. You can hear it all the way through the
You ready for the Olay?
Oh, he's going to do
You
it.
ready for a little Olay, Olay? Here we go!
Right through! Oh my gosh, he just kicked the rail right through the crowd and just kicked Christian's face right into it.
We talked earlier about the TNA competitors feeding off the adrenaline of this crowd here in Atlanta, and that's certainly the case right there. You can see it with the momentum of Samoa Joe as he came right here in front of the table, and he just drilled Christian.
Christian, though, somehow able to dig down, but again, everything. Wait a minute!
Did you see
God, what a counter! What a counter!
It came out of nowhere. He DDT'd him on the floor, and I think Joe's head hit the concrete.
He did. He hit the concrete, and I'm telling you, what a move by Christian Cage. It was done. It was over, and he got hit on the ropes. He was able to get his arm around the head, and he turned it into a DDT. Unbelievable, the momentum switch.
All of that energy that Joe's been feeding off, cut off just like that by Christian Cage's DDT. Now, rolls him back into the ring and gonna put the boots to the Samoan submission machine.
Mike, you make an incredible point. Think about how Joe came out and dominated. And in your mind, you know you've got it. You know you're gonna win it. So all of a sudden, you find yourself trying to catch your breath, trying to clear the cobwebs, and that's exactly what Christian Cage needed. Christian Cage is realizing now, hey, I've been through the worst. If I can come through that, it's my match.
Joe tries to come back. First it's the elbow, then the series of rights and lefts. 280 off the ropes, stopped in his tracks just like that. Follow cover, but barely a 1 count before Joe powers up.
That was a message Joe was sending. Oh, but look at this. Christian Cage wrapping the legs around the neck. Gonna try to take the oxygen out of Joe for a change.
Little back to the basics move with the head scissors here by Christian Cage. Doubly effective. Take the win, take the breath away from Joe, neutralize him at that point, and this also allows Christian to try and regain his senses. For Christian to maybe catch his breath. Listen to this crowd.
Well, it's so true, and I think they realize what's happening. Christian, but look at Joe. Pure determination, getting to his feet. Look at the face of Christian, but now Christian trying to poke him in the eye, trying to blind him, and that's what he did, and then he hit him with that reverse DDT. Wow.
Inverted style, follow cover, 2 count only. Of course, it's the shortcut by Christian, the rake of the eyes that leads to the attempt at the DDT, and he was just this close to the W.
Mike, how resilient has Christian been here lately? I mean, you and I were so impressed with what Samoa Joe was doing. This thing was going to be over. It was going to be over quick, and here he goes out. Oh, he went for the frog splash. Joe didn't move fast, but just fast enough right there.
Wasn't fast, but it was darn sure effective. Joe rolls out of the way as Christian was on his way to a win with that frog splash off the top.
This might be what Joe needs. Somehow, some chance to get his bearings. But look at him now, and they know where they're at. Now they're just slugging it back and forth.
What an exchange. Joe has the better of it. Joe caught him 3 times unanswered. Joe tosses him out, but Christian lands on the apron. Slingshot,
what a kick.
Right into the kick.
What a kick by Samoa Joe as Christian just went right into it face first. Christian thought he had the shot. He was coming over the ropes, and then Samoa Joe with the kick. And how he can get a kick up that high at this point in the match is beyond me.
Christian staggers to his feet. That's that special enforcer
he's had
right
enough.
there. You haven't had enough. You're not going anywhere, buddy boy, because Big Matt Morgan's right in your grill.
He ran right into the Great Wall of China right there, and he's not getting out.
Look out, Joe's coming, Joe's coming.
Oh, my God! Joe spinning, twisting over the top rope. Oh, my God! Samoa Joe showing us an agility that defies gravity. He's incredible.
We were watching the conflict between Matt Morgan and Christian Cage, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw those big orange trunks headed right towards us.
If there's a chance, we're going to try to show you that. As you can see the
we can't get off this live action.
Never mind.
Look at those clotheslines. Decked him twice. Corner shot, Christian elbow up. Off the middle, Joe just walks away and said, catch me another day, brother.
Unbelievable how Samoa Joe able to spin this around. And I'm telling you, Christian was trying to walk away from it, turned right around into Matt Morgan. Oh my God, he cleaned his clock.
Took his head off. Count with us.
2, he's done. What? How did he get his shoulder up? How do you get your shoulder up after the beating he's taken?
Exclamation point was that vicious, lethal lariat, but amazingly enough, PNC classic powers that muscle buster. Watch it, muscle buster on the way. Christian trying to fight him off.
That's survival right there by Christian Cage. I mean, he knows it. And he just leapfrogs him. Oh, but it looked like he caught his leg, man. Wait a minute, can he get this turned around into the unprettier? He's got it set. No, he doesn't.
Tossed off. There's the boot. Midsection. Joe's got Christian where he wants it. What are you going to do, Joe?
Gonna take him up. Oh, into the turnbuckle.
Turnbuckle style power bomb. Then he comes out. Inverted atomic drop. 280 coming at you. Big boot right in the face.
Samoa Joe right there. Now look at this. Oh, and then the time bomb on top of him.
The backsplash leads to... No! Just a 2 count.
He's just absolutely amazing how Christian Cage is able to get that shoulder up. I mean, that's just something that you can't teach. It's just something you've got to have inside. You can not like his smart aleck comments and the way he handles things, but the guy, look at that. He finds a way.
Power
and look at this. He got feel the ropes.
No!
He tried to use his feet for leverage, Mike, but Joe still kicked out somehow.
That was a desperation move by Cage, but it was a darn good one. Almost out of nowhere, he shocked all of us and surprised us with that powerbomb out of the corner. Roll up, but you can see Joe's too strong. His legs are too big.
You can see Christian just trying to fight himself out and get to the ropes, but Joe's got it cinched in.
I think he's got the clutch.
Look at it. Look at the Christian, though. Use momentum, and that's what you got to do. Just he bounced out of it quick.
That was the perfect counter as Joe almost had him in the rear naked choke. He had it, but he didn't have it cinched in. Great kick by Joe.
Oh, Joe played it. He played it. Oh,
snap slam. Here we go.
1, 2. Oh, my God. Christian got the shoulder up again.
Powerful move by Joe. The mid-ring snap slam leads to just another near fall. Christian fighting up outside on the apron. Joe back up to his feet. Gonna take Christian now. Position him from outside across by the turnbuckle area as Christian makes his way up to the middle rope. Joe from the middle rope as they fight up in that precarious position.
You can see right though, but Joe's in a bad spot. He tries, oh he does, he headbutts him. At the same time, Christian throws him back to the ring, but Christian takes a bigger fall.
Christian outside, but I think our camera shot got the look of Christian as the eyes started to roll in the back of his head as he regrouped. Wait a minute. What's Tomko doing out here?
Well, the newly crowned tag team champion.
One of the members of Christian's coalition, and Matt Morgan has come right to meet him at the bottom of the ramp.
We see Tomko. It looked like Tomko was going to comply. And now look at this. Matt Morgan, it's like a 6'10" against 7 foot right here in front of us as they're just smashing each other. Oh, blow after blow after blow.
In those right hands. Matt Morgan, series of shots for Tomko. Right here in the table.
AJ Styles jumped into the ring.
AJ's up. AJ springs.
Oh, look at Morgan. Oh, what an enforcer. Matt Morgan somehow, and then he throws AJ into Tomko.
The tag champs get taken out by Matt Morgan, who picks up a chair, and look at this. He's chasing him to the back.
Well, that's what he had to do, and he came through. You knew that it's oh my God, the low blow.
Referee Hebner as well. Outside the check, never saw that low blow. Unprettier, unprettier.
And he hits the unprettier. Oh
no,
my God.
Not a bound
Joe
for glory.
going out like
not
this.
A bound for glory. This isn't what we want.
No. Yes. Yes. He's able to get the shoulder up.
Only 2 after the unprettier. How many times have you seen somebody avoid the pin after that? I'm telling you, it's not many.
I mean, that has just got to somehow look it now.
He's trying to beat in his own game.
Oh, he's got to. He's got to choke it out of him. He knows that. He's got to give Joe no strength left to kick out. And he's going to try to make him tap out. He's cinched in with everything he's got.
How many times have we seen Christian Cage use a choke like this, a rear naked choke? Very, very few. But it looks like it's pretty effective at this point. We all anticipated that would be the move that Joe would use. But who would know better how to counter it than Joe?
You got that right. And now Samoa Joe gets to his feet. Then the kick to the side of the head. He's going to set him up. He's going to put it in.
Muscle buster!
He's got him up.
Get him, Joe! Get him!
Bam! He nails it. Christian bobs his head up. And here it goes, and he cinches it in.
Katina punch. The rear naked choke is applied. Christian's fighting it off. Is he going to tap? Referee Hebner's watching. Referee Hebner's waiting for the tap.
He taps out.
He taps.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Samoa Joe.
Christian Cage comes to an end. Christian taps out to the rear naked choke to the back. JB with Kevin Nash. Wow.
Kevin, you sure you want to do this? You sure you can make it change his mind, really?
Hey, Stein.
Oh, man. You're not getting your boy Kurt ready in the back somewhere?
You know, at the end of the day, man, this is just a wrestling match. I mean, I know Kurt's stubborn. You guys are both dads. I mean, what he did was wrong, but, I mean, it's gone too far.
Too far, Kevin? You're right, it went too far when he put his hands on my son! It's not about wrestling anyway, Kevin. It's about respect. Something that Kurt Angle knows nothing about.
Whatever happened about turning the other cheek? What about that, Steve?
Why are you trying to protect him, Kevin? What is it with you anyway? You came back here to tell me what? Why protect Kurt Angle? What is it with you? Speak! Talk to me!
He's all I got! You're in the main event. It's the closest I'm ever going to get to the game, right here. You want to hear it there.
Well, Kevin, I'm real sorry. I'm really sorry. But tonight, game over.
Death, be not proud. Though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, thou art not so. Though soonest our best men with thee go, rest of their bones and souls delivery. But those thou dost thinkest thou dost overthrow, die not, poor death. Nor canst thou kill me.
Brutal, violent, vicious, horrific, sickening. Not for the faint of heart. It's the signature match of the hardcore. The sadistic, the diabolical, the monster, the war machine. Who will be left standing at the end of Monsters Ball?
Prepare to witness the horror. The Monster Abyss, Black Rain, the War Machine Rhino, and Raven square off in the Monsters Ball. Next.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Monsters Ball, a four-way match where there is no disqualification, anything goes, and weapons are legal. Introducing first from the Bowery, Raven!
Well, if there has ever been a match that was designed to get Raven back in the game as a real player, Don West, this is it. The Monsters Ball. In the history of TNA, this is only the fourth time that we've had a Monsters Ball match. Raven has competed in 2 of the previous 3.
From the deepest, darkest corner of his mind, this is Black Rain!
We always talk about the diabolical mind of Raven, but when you think about the mind of Black Rain, it's
where is it?
Like a split personality. It's schizophrenic. You see him bringing his rat Misty with him to the ring.
Yeah, thank God you didn't call it an Arctic Fox this time.
Well, if he asks me to, I will. But I'll say this guy is just twisted enough that this kind of a match will fall perfectly for Black Rain.
From Detroit, Michigan, the War Machine, Rhino!
This is the first time that Black Rain has competed in a Monsters Ball, but Rhino's been there before. As a matter of fact, in 2005, as we see the War Machine unload at Bound for Glory, Rhino defeated Abyss, Sabu, and Jeff Hardy to win the Monsters Ball.
And finally, standing 6 feet 8 inches tall, 350 pounds, the Monster Abyss!
Talk about experience in a situation. Absolutely the case with this 6'8", 350-pound monster. Swinging the chains, just tosses the steel steps. We mentioned the 3 prior Monsters Ball. Well, Abyss has been in all 3 of them, but listen to this. He's never been victorious. He's never won a Monsters Ball.
I mean, think about that. That's almost absurd to even say it, but he hasn't. I mean, here's a guy that will put his body into anything, will do anything, try anything, and in a monstrous ball that would set up perfectly for Abyss, he's never won it once.
Remember, it's no disqualification. It's anything goes, including a shopping cart, of course, from Rhino, who just tossed the cart over the top. Boy, that takes some strength.
Boy, you're not kidding. He used it to smash the head of Raven, and then he throws it in. Folks, let me go through the rules. Okay, I'm done.
Use of weapons? No, not only allowed, they're encouraged.
You don't have some, we'll give you some. Ouch. I mean, it is. It's just brutal. It's just violent. It's just vicious. You'll see these guys go through things, do things, anything that's not nailed down can be used. It's a match that not many people can even get into, cannot even, they don't have the stomach for it.
God, shopping cart by the War Machine, Rhino. Right in to the lower region there of Black Rain. Got the alter ego of Dustin Rhodes, by the way. Then the trash can comes into play. Detroit's own War Machine stacks up the trash can in front of Black Rain. What did he pick up there? Is that a golf club?
Oh man, look at this. As you can see Rhino now, he's wanting to just send the vibration where it hurts the most. And okay, be careful. Oh, he crashes it right into the garbage can. And he just dented it. You can see that garbage can dented in half. That's the power of the blow from Rhino. You know, Rhino's won this. You mentioned it. Think about the people that he beat. Abyss, Sabu, and Jeff Hardy. Three of the most crazy daredevils in the history of wrestling. And look at that. Raven just went right through the shopping cart. Look at that shot.
Raven stacked up in the cart. Black Rain's out here on the arena floor as Abyss and Rhino square off. Look at these two big guys going. Momentarily, Abyss gets the better of it.
They worked together in the past, but there's no working together in a match like this. You can't. You take your eye off the prize for 1 second, you'll get hit in the back of the head with something the size of a Buick Regal. You have got to keep your focus all the time in this match.
Clothesline amazingly sends Abyss over the top and down to the floor. 350 out, up and over. Then goes Raven. Raven, the recipient, I believe, of that trash can lid shot from Rhino. Exactly the case. Now I got a better view of it. While Black Rain and Abyss head up the ramp, we're going to do our best to follow this. But in this out-of-control type of setting, in this kind of a match, good luck to all of us, cameramen included.
Let me tell you something, man. This is a match that if you planned on it staying in the middle of the arena, forget about it.
Think again, forget about it. There goes Abyss into the rail, and there goes Raven as well, that time courtesy of Rhino.
I mean, it will do our best. These cameramen in a match like this, they don't get the credit for the hard work they've got to do. They've got to try to follow this carnage. And you can see right now, Black Rain, I believe that's is knocked down, and Rhino just sent, I believe that's Abyss he just sent to the floor.
They're fighting up on the ramp at the top of the entrance position. Whoa, look at this. Is Rhino going to set up for the gore here?
He is. He's got Abyss lined up. Oh, wait a minute. He stops.
You know what?
No, he wants to get a better footage. He wants to springboard a little bit higher.
That's it.
Here
he went back even further.
Oh, look at, oh my God. He went right through the wall. He went right through the freaking wall.
He hit the gore. He attempted to hit that gore. You saw Abyss move out of the way, and all he hit was wall with the gore. He just went right through the wall.
I mean, unbelievable as Abyss got out of the way. But look at that. While he was looking at what he did to Rhino, Black Rain and Raven double teamed on Abyss, and now they're hauling him. Oh, Rhino is out cold right now. Look at that. Looks like his eyes are just rolling around in his head.
There goes Black Rain, headed up into the crowd here in Atlanta. Oh, look at that table that we used earlier for the we used that earlier for an autograph session.
Oh my gosh. You know, he's got him set on top of it, and now Black Rain looking for a point to try to hit him, and Raven was busted open, bleeding profusely, Mike. And now Raven going up top. Raven wants to do it.
Yeah, Raven follows up in the crowd.
Hey, he's motioning Black Rain to follow him. He's ordering him to go.
You're right. The blood flows down the face of Raven. Well, he instructs Black Rain to jump from the balcony onto the monster Abyss, and Raven says, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to push you out of the way and take care of it myself. Look at the elbow shot from Raven. He came from the balcony all the way down through the table.
I mean, it was one of those situations. I think he wanted Black Rain to sacrifice himself Oh, man, looked like Raven caught his arm. Raven caught his arm hard on the ground. Look at this again, and he takes him through you can see the level that he's on. They bust through that and the table all the way to the concrete.
And you're right, Doc. You can see
he caught his wrist. Raven caught his wrist from the concrete. Oh, my God, he may have broken it. He may have broken it, folks.
Blood flows from his head while Raven tries to, you can see how he's favoring his arm and his wrist as Black Rain is carrying
and he's bleeding.
The prone body of the Monster Abyss, this 350-pounder. He's carrying him back towards the ring. Look at that. You almost can't see the blood until we got the close-up shot there of Black Rain with the face paint.
Well, they both are taking such crucial brutal shots. And keep in mind, Rhino is still not moved since he crashed through the wall when he tried to gore Abyss.
Yeah, Rhino gores the wall. He's out of the play. Raven went through that table and then crashed on the concrete. Black Rain's got an opportunity here to roll Abyss in, pin the Monster. Here it is.
1, 2, no.
How did Raven get back in that quickly? Raven from outside pulls the leg of Black Rain, sneaks in to try and steal one, and then Black Rain pulls him out.
Well, he just gives him a snot rag and then puts it in the face of Black Rain. They were working together a little bit, but you just can't do it. Well, now look at this. Black Rain stops Raven from going after it, and now it's breaking down between them guys.
Now it's Black Rain and Raven squaring off. I think we're about ready to see some dreams get shattered right here.
Oh, you can see Raven trying to shake the blood out of his eyes. You still wonder about the wrist. Rhino, oh my gosh. He just creamed him right there in the balls. You can just see the kick. Just crushed it. Oh my God, Rhino. Abyss has got the bag of tacks. And
is it tacks or is it tacks or is it glass?
Maybe glass.
What do you have, X-ray vision?
No, you're right, man. It could be anything. It could be nails for all we know with Abyss.
Black Rain, desperation move. Powers Abyss face first to the canvas, but you can see at the point that he made the contact, Rhino coming right by us here. Rhino's coming back into play.
That's just pure willpower right there. He's wobbly. I mean, he just took a shot like you've never seen, and you can just see Rhino still having a hard time getting to his feet.
Rhino gets his senses as he makes his way inside the ring. Rhino back up. He sees the three competitors down. It looks like he's measuring Black Rain.
He's got Black Rain just set up for the gore.
He gored the wall earlier.
Black Rain's got Darkness Falls.
He's got that weapon, Darkness Falls. You're right.
Oh, gore! 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 As he hits it right on Black Rain, and then he gets creamed by a kendo stick or something there from Raven.
And Raven then turns and hits the Monster Abyss with the stick. Now Raven is going to use Abyss's black bag, and we'll find out if it's tacks or glass. Mitchell! What the hell is James Mitchell doing out here?
Well, it looks like that's tacks in the middle of the ring.
What's Mitchell bringing down?
Now Mitchell is just yelling at Raven, saying finish him, and he's showing him another bag.
The man who for years controlled the Monster Abyss, that no longer the case. James Mitchell obviously looking for a little extra revenge here. That's the broken glass on top of the thumbtacks.
Oh my God, you got glass mixed with the thumbtacks. Oh man, as you saw what James Mitchell wanted to do, he wanted to just end it. Oh, that's just awful looking.
Remember what the video package said? Not for the faint of heart.
Oh no.
Here comes the Raven effect DDT. No.
Oh, he turns it around. Black Hole Slam right into the tacks and glass. Black Hole Slam right into the tacks and glass. Oh my God!
Can Abyss pin him? Here it is.
1, 2, done.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the Monster Ball, the Monster Abyss.
When we told you it wasn't for the faint of heart, we didn't lie to you. The broken glass. The tacks come into play. You can see how upset Mitchell is. Black Hole Slam on Raven leads to the 1, 2, 3, and Abyss has finally done it. He's won a Monster's Ball.
I mean, think about how many times he's lost this match, how many times he's gone through the tacks, and he was able to avoid it and put it on Raven.
Up next in Bound for Glory, get ready for our main event for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
History has led them down this road before.
Atlanta was my stomping grounds. It would be like going back home.
To a city where each man began his legacy.
Atlanta's a great city for me. I won the World Championships in 1995.
And then I won the gold medal in 1996 in the Olympics.
Hungry to carve their names in the annals of time. Two world champions of the same profession, but living in very different worlds.
Every 4 years as an Olympian, I had the chance to go out there and win a gold medal in front of millions of people. Bound for Glory is the same way.
Never knowing that one day they would cross paths once more. For the icon Sting, the birthplace of a legend, a man who would shape the face of professional wrestling. For Kurt Angle, a man who would change that shape forever, the birthplace of an Olympic gold medalist. And now they have returned to do battle on this sacred ground.
This is why I came to TNA. This is the most coveted prize in pro wrestling, and I promise you, nobody's gonna take this away from me.
One will leave with his head held high once more.
More stakes are on the table than ever before. It's for all the marbles.
And for the other, his travel down the long and winding road will begin again. The icon Sting and the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle battled it out for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Next.
What a night it has been. TNA makes its debut in Atlanta, Georgia, tonight at Bound for Glory. And Don West, we've still got the big one. We've still got our TNA World Heavyweight Championship matchup. We've still got our main event to come. We've still got Sting against Kurt Angle. It's Mike and Don back at the broadcast position. DW, it's been a great night, but the big one is on deck.
Well, it is. It's a dream matchup. I mean, think about it. In the history of professional wrestling, Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, the icon Sting, two of the greatest ever, are going to hook up at Bound for Glory tonight.
The main event is upcoming. Right now, let's break it down. We'll go to the tail of the tape here in Atlanta. You take a look at the raw numbers for the tail of the tape, and that's upcoming after this graphic for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, our fourth title match of the night. Look at those numbers. We break down the title match, the size advantage, height and weight goes to the challenger Sting. In terms of experience, boy, Sting also has the edge. Angle won the gold medal 1996 here in Atlanta, Georgia. But the challenger is no stranger to the ATL. When Sting ruled WCW, this was his home base. I think in fan support, he'll have the home advantage. Angle reached a new low recently on Impact. He stalked, he abused Sting's son in California. Sting forced to watch from Florida. Even Angle's buddy Kevin Nash questioned his motives and questioned his actions because he knows there's a dark and evil Sting. You know, sometimes it's better to just lay out and soak in the atmosphere here in Atlanta, Georgia, as Sting makes a return to what he called his old stomping grounds. Tonight at Bound for Glory, Sting in the role of the challenger. In addition to that championship, Don, you know that he is fueled by one thing, the revenge that he wants to get for the abuse that his son Garrett had to suffer in Southern California. Sting was in Florida. He had to watch it. He had to feel so helpless. Right now, Sting can get his revenge.
So many people have questioned the motives of the Olympic gold medalist. Why wake up a sleeping giant? Why make it that personal? You know, we found out that the whole Karen Angle slap situation was a conceived plan between the Angles.
Total BS.
And then he goes to the other extreme and stalks Sting's son at a football game and then laid his hands on him. And you think, why would you do that? Obviously, Kurt Angle has a plan. Obviously, he's trying to get into the mind. But you wonder if he went too far.
Remember what Angle said. He said, when I beat Sting at Bound for Glory, I want to beat him at his best. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to send it to the ring. We're going to shoot it to JB, Jeremy Borash, where he will introduce the competitors for our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the world. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA Senior Official, Mr. Rudy Charles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Atlanta, Georgia, it's time for your Bound for Glory main event of the evening. Introducing, first of all, standing in the corner to my right. He weighed in this morning at 245 pounds. Tonight, he returns to the very city where he spent over a decade of his professional wrestling career. Now residing in Venice Beach, California, this is the challenger, the icon, Sting! And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my left, he weighed in this morning at 235 pounds. Tonight, he returns to the very city where in 1996, he became an Olympic gold medalist. He is the current reigning and defending TNA Heavyweight Champion of the world, Kurt Angle.
Referee Rudy Charles holds the gold high in the air. The TNA World Heavyweight Championship, it's on the line, it's at stake. This is what we've been waiting for. This is our Bound for Glory main event. This is Kurt Angle and Sting. And Don, you just have to know that in Sting's mind, he had to do everything within his power to hold back during those in-ring introductions by JB in anticipating that revenge that he looks to gain here against Kurt Angle.
Mike, I've got goosebumps. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Witness thing. These two guys with it all on the line, and yeah, you said it, but what better revenge, Mike, than to get it in the ring? To beat Kurt Angle at what Kurt Angle feels he does better than anybody in the world. And that's wrestle, and Sting wants to embarrass him right out here and show him that he went too far.
You can almost tell by the body language of the champion, by the look on the face of Kurt Angle right there, as he heard the reaction from the crowd here in Atlanta. He realizes that it's a great atmosphere here at Bound for Glory. And I think when Angle received that kind of a response from this crowd, maybe he was a little taken aback, a little surprised that in the town where he won the Olympic gold medal here in Atlanta, Georgia, that he received that kind of response as Angle works on the arm and wrist of the challenger Sting.
Well, you know, and that was 11 years ago, and right now I think these people just remember the last few weeks. And that's what he did to Sting, what he did to Sting's family. And when you cross the line that far, it's hard to forgive. It's hard to, cheer somebody for what they did in the past when you realize that he put his hand on Sting's son.
Sting working on the arm, and you can see the effect that it has there. Angle trying to wring out the pain, maybe get a little life back into the wrist, into the arm, and into the elbow as well, as Sting applies pressure here in the opening minute.
Kurt Angle's going to try to make this a complete ground game. Something that he does so well, something that he did so well here. And this, oh, look at Sting though, turn it around. He doesn't quite have the shoulder down to the mat, but I'll tell you what, that caught Angle by surprise.
Might be the same game plan for Sting, quickly stuffed off into the side head scissors by Angle. Sting breaks it, stands at attention, and both men make the eye contact, and
I hate to say that there's mutual respect between the two in terms of personalities, but you know there has to be mutual respect when it comes to in-ring abilities.
Well, neither one of them is going to take the other one for granted, that's for sure. I mean, they've been in this ring too long. They've got too much experience. They can't let it become too emotional.
Whoa.
And I think that's what Kurt Angle was trying to do, was trying to make it emotional for Sting. A nice hip toss. Wow.
The shoulder block by Angle, countered perfectly by Sting with that high hip toss. And you saw the look on Angle's face when he rolled right out here, Don, just a couple of feet away from us. And there you see the close-up look right there. Angle caught off guard by that quick counter by Sting.
Sometimes it's just the little things, too. I think he hit his back in a strange way on that hip toss, and you can see Kurt Angle he's kind of checking himself. He's holding the right hip where he kind of landed right there.
That's exactly the case.
And you could see in his eyes, I think he's a little surprised at how methodical and how well thought out Sting's game plan is. I think he thought Sting was going to come at him in a flurry, and he didn't.
That was what I anticipated, but the more I watch this match unfold, the more I think that Sting probably has the proper strategy, probably has the proper game plan. Go at it at your own pace, as we're seeing now, and now Sting unloads, turns Angle around in the corner. Corner mount. Listen to him rain in those rights as the crowd counts along.
I mean, look at this, just one shot after another. And one thing I've noticed with Sting, he's not afraid to take a little to give a little. He'll let Kurt Angle build his confidence, and then as soon as the window opens, he just goes right through it, and that's what he's done. And Kurt Angle right now has just got himself into a buzzsaw.
Oh, attempted the reversal by Angle. Sting puts on the brakes, and you can see how Angle was surprised right there. Angle catches him off guard with a kick, and then a European uppercut rocks him. The reversal now, shooting Angle off. Sting goes for the drop kick. Angle one step ahead. He hooked that top rope, but Sting uses his leg strength to kick him off. Clothesline missed, drop kick didn't.
Boy, that time he was able to come back and hit it. And look at him, just send him over the top rope, right to the floor.
We can anticipate what both champion and challenger are building to in this title match. You know that Sting is going to use, Don, if he can, one of his Scorpion-type moves, maybe the Scorpion Death Drop, maybe the Scorpion Death Walk. By the same token, I think we're well aware of Kurt Angle's game plan as Angle gets flung into the steel. Angle wants to wear you down. He wants to work on your legs. He wants to work on your knees in anticipation of one thing, that patented submission move, the ankle lock, and there goes Angle again, directly into the rail.
Well, right now, it's one of those things, I swear. I think Sting was thinking about going over the top rope and diving on Kurt Angle, but he changed his mind. And wait a minute, he's got on the table. He just slams his head right on the announce table, and Sting is just absolutely in total control. Unbelievable.
Angle's head meets the wood of the broadcast position, and Sting sent him directly into it. Now, the challenger takes the champ by the head and tosses him back inside the six sides, and that's probably a wise move.
Sting not doing anything careless, not doing anything reckless. He's not putting himself into a position to get caught like that. He gets himself out of the way, and the shoulder goes directly into the repost by Kurt Angle.
He sidestepped the charging Angle. He was going to go for that Scorpion Death Drop, but Angle raked the eyes, and then out of nowhere, Angle catches him off guard with that suplex release.
Oh, he did. He got right in behind him, and he hit it, and that's what Kurt Angle needed. He's got to have something that he can use to get himself back up in this matchup, because Sting has been in total control. But you know one thing about Kurt Angle, you give him an inch and he'll take a mile, and he'll take control of it right from here to the finish.
Angle senses that the offensive moves have turned it in his favor. Look how quickly he goes for the pin after the slam. 2 count only, right back on it again, and again Sting rolls the shoulder.
I mean, he put Sting's knee right. he put his knee right into Sting's back and thought he had the pin set up, but Sting, of course, just pure adrenaline. But look at those uppercuts that he uses. Now the rights.
They will rock you. First it is that uppercut, snaps your head back, and then the series of right hands, and now Angle takes the boot, puts it right across the windpipe of Sting, trying to take his breath away, and then use the ropes for a little extra leverage as well.
And I think about a year ago, and what a wonderful night it was for the icon Sting, and right now, He's got himself right here in the clutch of the Kurt Angle, and another pin attempt, but he gets the silver on just in time.
Angle relentless in going for these pin attempts. And it's a great strategy if you think about it. Hit the suplex, go immediately for the pin. Maybe you get the win, maybe you surprise everybody, and now Angle goes to the body scissors, wrapping his legs around the midsection of Sting. Rakes the eyes at the same time just to add a little extra pain and punishment.
He does. He pulls on the chin, rakes the eyes. Those are the little things that you do to get inside the head. Let the other guy know there's nothing you won't do to win this match. And sometimes it works for you, and then sometimes it just ticks the other guy off so bad it costs it. And look at Sting just grabbing that leg and really forcing it up. But Kurt Angle trying to get the leverage again.
Back up to that vertical base is Sting. Angle maintaining the grip with the side headlock. You know, it's been interesting watching the dynamics between Kevin Nash and Angle, between Karen Angle and Kurt, as Kurt unloads that time, belly to belly, release, overhead suplex. I mean, it's gotten to the point where his buddy Kevin Nash said, "You're on your own." Remember, Karen Angle has the restraining order against her as well. To me, that means, Kurt Angle, you are on your own tonight against Sting.
And right now, he's in total control, too. I mean, it's almost like that emotional bubble just burst with Sting. And he just looks a little mentally tired. And you can see that Kurt Angle's exploiting it, Mike.
It had to be a concern. Don, it was something we mentioned right off the top of the match. We were surprised that Sting really didn't go balls out in the opening minute. At that point, we realized that it was better that he held back. But now we see the complexion of this match turn totally in favor of the defending champion, and Angle is neutralizing Sting with the chin lock.
I mean, he's doing everything he wants to do right now when he wants to do it. I mean, he's got the knee placed into the back, he's pulling back on the chin, and now you can see Sting just trying to reach down and get to his feet. But he can see how, oh, wait a minute, nice elbows. He's just trying to knock the air out of Kurt Angle. 3 shots in a row and he gets loose.
Angle reverses Sting, shoots him off into the ropes, missed the clothesline, and then both men go for the clothesline. Yes, both connect, and you see the impact of that double clothesline move where both Angle and Sting, champion and challenger, go down.
Referee Rudy Charles already studying the count. And you gotta wonder, you know, this is the kind of match, Mike, it's so big and it's just so, everybody anticipates it. And you know, as being one of the people in that match, mentally, you've got to get yourself so ready for it. That there comes a point where you wonder how much further they can go. And now they both just get to their feet on pure adrenaline, and the rights are going one after another.
A weary Sting connects with the right. Now he caught him with another one. Series of shots. Rocks Angle. Angle misses. Sting connects with the boot. Then the chop, then the clothesline.
Look at Sting just fired up. One clothesline after another. Oh, nice boot right to the midsection there by Kurt Angle.
Here comes Angle off the ropes, and Sting spine busters him down.
One, two, no! The crowd all anticipating a title change, but Kurt Angle able to get that shoulder up. Now look at the pain in Kurt Angle's face.
Here it is.
There goes the Stinger Splash.
Caught him in the corner with the Stinger Splash, but Angle stays on his feet. To the well one more time. This time it's to the back of the champion.
And his chin was resting on the turnbuckle, and it put the pressure in. Oh man, he just plants his face right into the mat.
Bulldog style face plant by the challenger Sting. The TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt hangs in the balance. Sting is going to go high risk, and that shows you just how important this high-stakes matchup is. Angle sprints across and suplexes him down.
Unbelievable how quick
Here we
Kurt
go.
Angle. 1, 2, oh, Sting gets the shoulder up just in time. How quick was Kurt Angle right there? It's amazing. It looked like he was down and out. Out of the corner of his eye, he saw Sting going up, and he got up there so fast it defied logic.
He went to take him up for the Olympic Slam. Sting rolls through. Oh, God, no, only 2.
And Sting was so close, took a wild swing.
Look at the German. And watch Angle maintain his grip, because you know that there's more suplexes on the way. Here's number 2.
Oh, he wants to hit him with as many of these as he can, just to just rock Sting's world and just get him absolutely, totally knocked out of where he wants to be. Look at that, 3 shots.
You can sense the confidence level as Angle cuts across, and no! Sting's got the shoulder up as referee Rudy Charles signifies just a 2 count.
I mean, that was so close that time, and it wasn't even a matter of having the ability to get the shoulder up. Kurt Angle had it set so well, Sting almost couldn't get the shoulder up.
Angle gonna go for the ankle lock here. Sting in a tough position as Angle applies the pressure.
Look at Kurt Angle pulling him back farther into the ring, he knows. And look at Sting trying to twist it.
Nice rollover by Sting to take the pressure off. He's got to use his leg strength here to overpower him, and instead he rolls right across.
Look at this!
Scorpion! Scorpion! He's going to try and get him in the Scorpion. He's going to reverse the ankle lock. He's going to turn him around, and he's going to put him in the Scorpion death lock.
Oh, he's got it set perfectly! Kurt Angle's going to tap, look at it! He's got it applied! He's got it applied! He's stretching it on! Oh my God, how can Kurt Angle hold on? Wait a minute!
Karen Angle! What about the restraining order? What about the restraining order that Sting has?
Come on! Kurt Angle couldn't have held out any longer. Let's get her out of here.
Oh no, but look at what she's done. She stopped the momentum in the back. Kevin Nash has come into the ring.
Look at this. Kevin Nash just clotheslined Sting. Well, Karen Angle ran interference.
They're obviously taking Karen to the back because of the restraining order, but it was Kevin. Damn it, they got us again. Kevin Nash, he promised that he wouldn't help Angle. Oh God, Olympic slam.
Oh my God, wait a minute. The referee is making sure that Kurt Angle gets sit out. And look at this. Kurt Angle screaming at him.
He's calling for the referee because he's got Sting down and out. Charles in, pin, 2.
No, it took too long.
You can see, you can read Angle's lips. He said, "What were you doing?" I think that's Angle's fault because that was his wife that came down here to interfere, and then that Kevin Nash came out of nowhere, and look at Nash circle the ringside area.
I'm telling you, that was a situation that backfired because referee Rudy Charles went to make sure that Karen was taken out. He didn't know what Kevin Nash did, and then when Kurt Angle needed him, he wasn't there. And now Kurt Angle goes up top, and Sting fights it off with everything he's got, and he just double smacks the head.
I knew we couldn't trust Karen Angle or Kevin Nash. The meal ticket's down, but the meal ticket gets both knees up as Sting comes off. Here we go.
1, 2. No, yeah, he got it up. He was able to get the shoulder off. Oh my God, that was close.
Life left in the challenger Sting. Angle gonna go back up to his feet. Gonna pick Sting up at the head. And you know that he's gonna put an impactful move. It's a front slam.
Kevin Nash coming out. He knows that Kurt Angle was his meal ticket, and he took Sting out with that clothesline as you see him looking on. And now Kurt Angle has Sting where he wants him in the ring. And look at this, as you can see Kurt fighting it. Oh my God! Oh my God! That was unbelievable. 1, 2. Oh, you got to be kidding me! How did he get the shoulder up after that?
That's the part that's unbelievable. The fact that Sting is able to power out before the 3 count. And how about Angle from the top with the high risk? And now here's the ankle lock. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one for Sting. Check out the positioning. Sting's in trouble in the middle of the ring, and Angle's got it. Angle has got the ankle lock cinched in.
Oh, he's got it pulled tight, and you got to wonder, what does Sting have left as he spits in the face? He spits in the face, and then he sends Kurt Angle right into Nash, head on head. And now Sting struggles, and then Kurt Angle knocks the referee out. Oh, he hits the death drop.
Scorpion death drop. Nash is down. Referee's down. Angle's down. Sting calling for a ref from the back, and we got another backup referee that can come out here.
Somebody get out here. Sting's got it won. Somebody get out here.
You can hear the fans are counting in the building. Referee Andrew Thomas sprints down, slides in, counts 2.
Oh no, ref.
Damn it.
Look at this, Kevin Nash, and then he cleans his clock.
Yeah, you're not gonna get involved. You're not gonna watch his back. Your meal ticket. That's exactly what he's done. He's covered his butt. Now Nash comes in right on Sting. Look at Nash. Big right hand for Sting. We haven't seen him physical like this in years.
Oh, look at what Sting, this is just, the crowd just lets their disapproval. Oh, come on.
All of us, the crowd in Atlanta, the broadcasters here also showing their disapproval as Nash and Angle double team Sting into the ropes.
Somehow he's able to duck it. Oh, he takes them both out at the same time. Wow, how resilient. He stands tall and he feeds off this crowd.
Right hand decks Nash. Now, get Angle. Oh, what a low blow by Angle. Of course, there's no referee to see that.
Every time it looks like Steve is rising from the grave. Every time they do something underhanded, it's just pissing you off.
Look out for the baseball
bat.
The signature baseball bat of Sting as Angle took the shot and Sting stops it. Sting blocks it. Sting fires back. Back to the gut. Back to the back. Back to the head.
And now Nash tries to come in. And now look at this. Sting uses the ropes. And then the bat. And Kevin Nash falls hard.
Angle. Weary. Angle barely gets up to his feet. Blood is flowing from the head of the challenger.
And the champion. Both of them are bleeding and he hits the Scorpion Death Drop.
Rudy Charles, count one, count two.
He's done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and new TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, is Sting!
Unbelievable! How was he able to defy the odds? Everything stacked against him, but somehow Sting reached out. He reached out places where nobody else could go, and he was able to pull out the victory.
He gets his revenge, and he wins the championship in the exact same match. What a great moment for TNA as Sting holds the championship belt high into the air, soaking in this standing ovation in Atlanta, Georgia.
Look at him holding it up, blood pouring down his face. Everything that you could imagine was sent his way, and he overcame it all. What a great feeling in Atlanta, where he has been and impressed these crowds so many times. He's the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
He returns to his home base, his old stomping grounds, and in the process, he wins the gold. Sting gonna stand in the corner, soak it all in. Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed an electric finish to an electric night in Atlanta, Georgia, where Sting has become the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
This has been a presentation of TNA Entertainment.